T, anyways.
Yeah, it usually does. I mean,
wow. Nice try, Nathan. I know we're live.
Catch the Patreon exclusive.
I know, yeah.
Following this broadcast.
Shut up, my fucking fruit punch. Hey, it's episode 60.
Oh wow, cool. 6-0.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have
won't
like
see me,
astronomically more energy than you did yesterday for Matrix Reloaded.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, what was yesterday?
Somebody didn't have work today.
Yeah, no, you're fucking right. Yes, yesterday. No, you're right. Today's Thursday. I was like, fuck. Wait, is my weekend over? Fuck. I got scared for a second. But yeah,
Carson to the face of like defeat.
Nathan's revived.
Nathan's like, how's it going, guys? Like, I have to go to bed in 4 hours. Yeah.
You just took a nap. I saw your tweet.
I did 2 hours.
Nice.
I was like, this man's gonna wake up right at the pod.
I woke up at the Star Wars trailer. That's weird. Let me check the Game Awards out. Oh shit.
What's going on, guys? It's episode 60 of My Cup of Tea. We're breaking down the episode 4 of Hawkeye, Partners, am I right? That's the title.
Cool.
Our last episode before the penultimate. Yeah, we're already almost there. It's so fast.
Our last episode before the penultimate episode.
Last one before the last one before the last one.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, we're here with a lot of stuff to discuss. You know, the Game Awards going on. We're not covering that because that's not our topic. But I'm sure some stuff will slip in. Sonic trailer dropped. I haven't seen it yet, but hey. And also,
that was good.
Evan becomes me in a sense because we got our teaser for Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Evan.
Yes. Super excited to talk about Spider-Verse. Literally, it's one of the best. I was doing like the best movies of the decade back in 2020 or the end of 2020. And I think I put Spider-Verse on there. It's like one of my favorite films of all time.
I did too. I think I did.
Yeah. Oh, you're coming at me for liking the most recent games, but then
what are you talking about? 2018 was a good year, so I had to include like
it was a good year.
I include like Spider-Verse and Mission Impossible Fallout, I think, for favorite films of the decade. Anyways, yeah, Spider-Verse, we got Hawkeye, which I'm loving. I just love Hawkeye so much right now. And then we have other movie news stuff. Nolan stuff just dropped today. In other news, yeah, crazy. More, I guess. Did I put any No Way Home stuff in the show notes? I forget now.
You did.
It's just TV spots.
I think
Tom be talking. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was that Collider article about it was going to be a Craven movie.
Yeah, I put that in there. Yep.
Oh yeah, we got the Craven stuff.
We have No Way Home. I knew I had to sprinkle in some No Way Home before the movie comes out.
Our show was going like during those early reports, and we were reporting on that type of plot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Carson's here too.
Yeah. Got Gabi behind me per usual. He's
out of your mind.
Deliver us.
I just love speaking of No Way Home, I just muted. I just muted everything today because I saw a new shot that I didn't want to see. It wasn't.
Oh no!
It wasn't like
which one?
Or anything. I know you've seen all. It was just the Iron Suit doing something, and I was like, yeah. Okay. And I was like, dang, I wanted to see that, but like, it's fine.
Yeah, I was like, it does.
Yeah.
Insert Star Wars meme. Yeah, you know.
God damn it.
The most chaotic show so far.
Yeah, Hawkeye, another great episode. Some surprises, and maybe not the surprises that we were thinking, but maybe next week is good.
Marvel officially uploaded a clip with the thumbnail like within a day.
Listen, and I was spoiled because I just watched it earlier after work today, and I did a whole thread about it before we get this Hawkeye discussion kicked off.
Okay.
Why do these shows drop at 2 a.m?
It's a sin.
It's a sin.
We're back.
I propose that these shows drop at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday nights. 10 p.m. Eastern. And think about it, for our European friends, that's going to drop like a little bit earlier in the middle of the night, but it's still going to be too late in the night for them to stay up. So it does absolutely nothing for them because they're still going to watch it when they wake up.
When they wake up, yeah.
And so I'm just saying, like, let's get a compromise.
It's just
additionally,
yeah,
you get the buzz from the East Coast talking, the Midwest talking, and then the West Coast people are watching it at 8 p.m. in a humane time, and then everybody can buzz about it instead of like waking up and have the character show up trending on Twitter, and then Nathan's Kate Bishop GIF account is tweeting out the spoiler.
I brought up in my reaction. I was like, I prefaced. I was like, guys, full transparency, they fucked up. But no, seriously, like on YouTube, it's not just like a TV spot promotion on Twitter. Like on YouTube, like just the fucking 30 seconds appearance with the thumbnail, the face. Here we are. Not even 24 hours. Done.
When was it posted? You said Wednesday morning.
Sometime.
No, today at like 11 a.m.
That's bad. Yeah, it's weird because on Wednesday it feels like the show came out like the day before when it really had.
Right.
It's like it's
because everyone's it's always in the dead zone of Twitter where it comes out and then all the tweets are waiting for you because you haven't engaged with the app and then you refresh it and it's just all that.
It's awful. It's so archaic. I don't get it. Like again, I keep making this comparison because I think that's what Disney's doing. They're making the comparison to Netflix. Netflix drops other things at 3 a.m. and that's annoying, but we're fine with it because it's 12
all the episodes.
6 episodes. It's all the episodes. So you can't really spoil the Hawkeye review today, Yelena Belova. Right. You can't really spoil that in like a tweet. You could if you watched episode 4 in one night.
Yeah, the discourse is more spread out and scattered.
Discourse is more spread out, but now it's like you're dropping one episode that's 40 minutes. People can watch it. You can literally skip to the end if you really want to. And it's just like it's so annoying. And I you're right, Carson. I don't get the engagement. Like engagement is just it's
in the middle of the night.
It's there in the night. It's there in the morning, and it's dead. Not dead, but it's like it's still here Thursday. But it's like, come on now. Like,
and then it's like us. Usually, we have to wait until Wednesday after work, right? Because we're all work.
Most people.
And so most people, we get home, and then the discourse is already over. It's gone. It's just like nobody's. It's done.
Like they drop it. They drop it Tuesday night, knowing people aren't going to be able to watch it. Most people aren't going to be able to watch it until Wednesday at like 5 or 6 or 7. And even then, like me, like not that everybody watches Survivor at 8 like I do, but it's like Wednesday is prime TV night for just normal cable networks like CBS, Fox, NBC. Most shows come on at 8.
I just don't understand why they pick a weeknight and just rock it. Like Succession rocks Twitter every single Sunday because HBO knows what the fuck they're doing. Like
HBO kills it. Like Succession, like Curb Enthusiasm, 9, 10 p.m. slots on a Sunday. Granted, MCU shows shouldn't be on a Sunday, but it's like come out on a Wednesday like at 10 or 9 or 8. Come on.
I feel like also like majority of like jobs and schooling goes from like Monday to Friday. So like and Disney Plus is big with families. So I mean when you want to get like a prime spot of like their time off to like really kick up the retention.
Or it even could just be Wednesday nights or Tuesday nights.
Sure.
Like just a break in the middle of the week. Like
I have to ask somebody in the know, like why are companies doing that? Like even
this is my Kevin Feige interview question. Why?
Honestly,
it should be.
Like, all right, fuck the Tobey and Andrew stuff. Why the fuck do you keep dropping it?
Like, is it on Feige? Probably not.
I mean, that's just like they drop all the Disney shows.
But he should know. But also, Amazon, like for The Boys or for the Invincible episodes, those would come on like Thursday. They would
drop them early at 5 p.m.
Thursday,
5 p.m. I could get home from work, put that shit on, and be happy.
It was like Thursday at 5, 6, 7, 8. Like sometimes Invincible came on at 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, perfect. 1 hour later, watching my brother at 9. We're all good. People haven't even spoiled it, or not much anyways. It's just an hour, maybe 2 tops.
We've also talked about like before, like the buzz not only generated like in the night, but like leading into like people talking the next day, talking to people at work about it and stuff, and then like that buzz translating more.
Because you missed that. You missed that whole thing from skipping the day where people can't watch it and might have already been spoiled on that weird timing. Anyways.
But we had another episode.
Partners, am I right?
The alternative is just be perpetually tired and be a good consumer and just stay up until 2 a.m.
That's what I used to.
I had work earlier this year in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
I had shadowing at Princeton at 6:50. I usually like woke up. No, 6:30. I woke up. Mando season 2 came
That was
on
ridiculous.
at like 3 p.m. So I would watch it and then have 2 hours of sleep and then just.
Why were we doing that? We were up on that finale.
I shouldn't have to do it.
I'm up at 3 a.m. I'm like, all right, Bill Burr's back.
Hey, you remember this is when the app did not work on anything, and we were sitting there. I think the finale, because it crashed, it took like 30 extra minutes to get up.
Oh my god, the days of Disney Plus's, like, even at the drop time, it's like the laptop's working, but the console's not. Oh, it's on my phone. Like,
yeah,
that was bad.
It was
a struggle for me, especially because I have to have like I have one designated watch place for my setup, so I'm like,
right.
I remember one day, like, my brother and I, 3 a.m. watching it on my phone, we're like huddled next to each other. Like,
one day I was legit like waiting. It was like 3:40, and I was like,
oh,
finally! And I was like, I got to do it, and I got to edit it tonight.
Oh,
and then people know my thoughts on Mando season 2 afterwards. I'm just like, fuck, I'll watch it when I go home. What am I getting spoiled about, right? Like,
I'm honestly feeling like that's gonna happen with Boba for me.
Like Ahsoka, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll watch when I get home.
I haven't watched since Mando season 2. I haven't stayed. Well, maybe for the Loki finale, I think I was so invested in the show. I think I stayed up.
I did hit like all the I hit all the Marvel stuff. I think yeah, even I mean, like, again, like I was at like pretty like available times, but like now I'm at a point with my new job where I'm just like I have to fucking work Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Loki, long tangent for a dumb issue that's just going to persist.
Yeah, it's never going to change. Yeah, I'm gonna find somebody.
We gotta do something.
Can we find like
something?
Can we find like the low totem pole data analytics person or whoever at Disney on Twitter and be like, hey?
Do I talk to Jordan at like Slash Film? Do I talk to? I don't know who to talk to. Cinelinks, whatever.
We got to become interns and gotta work our way up the tent pole to change it.
I guess. I don't know. We should get early access stuff. Then we wouldn't complain.
Yeah, get us some screeners.
Motivation. Oh, imagine. Oh.
What if they send us one screener so it's just like hopping between Jersey, Ohio, and wherever the fuck Carson lives, Kansas?
Smallville ass.
Smallville. Yeah.
I always forget where Carson lives. Like, he's wearing a Minnesota jacket. Yesterday he was in Kansas. Where the fuck do you live?
Kansas.
He's going to be like Baltimore.
Pick one. 12 minutes in, we haven't talked about Hawkeye. Okay.
Oh my god. Well,
partners, am I right?
My favorite episode so far.
I think so. I said it in my tweet last night at 1 a.m. before I went to bed. Two great episodes. Wow. 2 great episodes in a row. And I like the first 2 episodes a lot. It was a great introduction to the show. And I don't know. I'm just I'm thinking about Hawkeye. I'm falling asleep to Hawkeye, and I'm like, I'm loving this show. Maybe it's just like the current Marvel of it all, but
Christmas.
Just Christmas of it all.
It's like even though the stakes are being raised, it's always just like we gotta have a scene at the apartment or the scene where we're just like we're chilling, and we always get those scenes. And I was like, dang, I really appreciate that.
I feel like this episode was like because I feel like you could take a lot from the first 3. They're just like. There's a big standout moment of like, man, isn't this action like really cool? Look how it's like gearing up. But like this one felt like large majority was taking time to like really get those emotional connections. Whether it was like, the stuff between Clint and Kate like bonding, or a feeling for the loss of Natasha, which is a big theme throughout, or even like when it's just like the Kate's mom and her boyfriend, like even like there's a moment where Kate's just like watching them and she's happy that her mom's happy, and it's like taking these moments to, like show on the people's faces.
Let's jump into that. That's the beginning of the episode. We ended off episode 3. Jack the Sword, the Swords Master guy, put his neck to
sword, not sword, but sword.
Put the sword. Put the sword to Hawkeye's neck. Yeah, get out of here, Nathan. And then,
I'm only doing that every time I need to refocus.
Great.
I'm gonna come on to the next show. There's gonna be eyes on my hands.
Fucking Pan's Labyrinth over here.
Literally.
Amazing. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So they had this great, fun discussion awkward talk between Hawkeye, Clint, Kate, and then Jack and the mom, who I'm forgetting the name right now.
Vera Farmiga.
Vera Farmiga, sure.
Off-brand girl from Black Widow. I forgot.
They don't look the same.
What? No, it's not
Falcon
Rachel
Winter
Wise.
Soldier. I don't know, dude.
Car's gonna watch The Mummy and be like, "Oh my god,
Vera
Conjuring."
Farmiga.
Girl from Seinfeld. Holy shit.
But yeah.
Oh my god, wait, no, that's where. Fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah. Remember Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Everything's melting. You're infecting me. Stop.
I thought you were just naming somebody else, Nathan. I didn't know you were kind of confused.
I thought he was getting. Well, you brought Black Widow. I was like, did he confuse Rachel Wise?
No.
He confused Rachel Wise with.
You put that in your brain.
No, motherfucker. No, because I remember now.
You
confused
did
Rachel
the exact
Wise
thing I did with the brown hair.
No, because this stemmed off us talking about Vera Farmiga, and then you brought Black Widow. I was like, fucking Rachel Wise, but then like Rachel Wise was the original with fucking Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and you've made a tangled web of fuck, and I need you to stop.
Somebody clip that tangled web of fuck.
Clip 16 minutes in.
Nice. Peter going to Madam Web in the animated series. You've been a tangled web of fuck. Get out of my life.
Carson's review of the finale. Tangled web of fuck.
Nathan just eating rice.
I am eating rice.
Just raw rice by itself. The fuck?
It's not raw. The fuck?
No, I mean like you're not eating with anything.
Well, I was eating like a bigger dish, but that
there
was
we go.
Show.
Okay.
So I'm having a little bit later. I have like a whole nother thing of rice later.
Yeah, I got scared for a second. I almost had to come over there and slap you in the face.
You know, like white rice on some.
No.
I used
fried
to
rice.
No, it's just white. I laid off.
I'm asking Evan if he likes fried rice.
It's fine.
Do you like brown rice? Jasmine rice?
Isn't brown rice same as fried rice? What's the difference?
No, like fried rice is like yellow, and I think it's made with like not healthy stuff. That's why I lay back.
Is anything healthy these days?
No. We're all gonna die. The world's heating up.
Wow. Hawkeye.
I got a pain in my side as soon as Carson said that. I was like, "Uh-oh, my dad."
It goes to your thighs.
And then you blow
up. But yeah, so this was a very interesting conversation. So Jack Duquesne's talking with Hawkeye. He's acting like a very like that stepfather role. I'm waiting for the switch to go off with his character. He's playing the world's weirdest stepdad.
I was saying while
it's got to be next episode, right? I mean,
I think so.
I was saying while I was watching, I was like, wouldn't it be just funny if he was actually like innocent the whole time?
Right? Ethan, I'm the same thing too. I'm like,
well, no, I don't think anymore because then later they're like, yeah, he's connected.
Yeah, but I still think he killed his uncle or his whatever person died in the first episode.
He killed him.
Yeah, it was uncle. Yeah, he killed his uncle with the sword. I think with Hawkeye's sword. I think so.
Yes.
And then like, yeah, I'm like, is he good? Or are they going to do the twist where no, Vera Farmiga's bad, which I think she's definitely bad. Yes, but is Jack still innocent then? And Vera Farmiga's just using Jack as a front. I don't know.
It just it feels weird if like Vera Farmiga is evil because like
she is evil.
Hold on, because I mean, yeah, she like works for like a security company, but outside of that, like everything the show is presenting us is like Jack's bad and she's not, and like obviously that's the point, but like there's also no other thing. Like I just don't want there to be like a Sharon Carter situation, you know, like where it's out of the blue.
Right.
Right. Yeah, because there's like no setup. Like,
I don't think it'll be out of the blue because we know so much.
Fucking jump scare.
No, I got hives.
Chills the spine.
That shit was bad.
Keeps you up at night.
I tried to defend it during our discussion. I'm like, Power Broker thing could be interesting. No, it's bad. But I don't think it's out of the blue per se because we know so much about her connections. We know she has a mysterious phone call after the dinner scene.
Yeah, that's
or the tea scene.
Well, my theory prevail that the watch is Tony's wristwatch from Civil War for Armor Wars. Probably not.
I'll ask about that in a second. But then, so she still seems sus. And then she talks to Hawkeye, to Clint, and she's like, hey, whatever you do, keep my daughter safe. How about you guys close the case? Which means like, okay, she wants Hawkeye away from the case. Could be using it as a front to just say, hey, I want you to protect my daughter.
It was weird when she was just like, so you'll drop the case? Like that's not what we're agreeing on.
And I like how some TV shows the mentor figure during this stage of the series, because this is a classic buddy cop kind of thing. hire mentor, untrained protege. During this part of this episode, he's like, well, you know what? I'll get out of the game so that your protege, your daughter, is safe. Usually that's the kind of cliche that we get. We get that towards the end of the episode, of course, but at that point in time, I'm glad that Clint was just like, no, I'm going to continue working and I'll just protect your daughter, which I liked.
We definitely are entering the archetype again, like the Joel and Ellie Logan type
exactly
of like, you know, I've lost too many people, like I can't get you in danger.
Get away from me. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, like cutting off emotion, like for the sake of safety, because you do care.
This line about Natasha, after the T scene when they're standing by the elevator,
she just brings up Natasha. Yeah, that's effed up. She knows how that hits deep. Yeah, she knows that hits deep. She's like, have you ever lost somebody, aka Natasha? And I'm just like,
that was on the dialogue.
The writers of the show being like,
she didn't say that. I know. She didn't say that 100%, but it's just like you can tell people in the world know about Natasha. Maybe Vera Farmiga's character knows more than
she literally says Natasha was good enough, right? But sometimes good enough's not enough.
Yeah, great line. Yeah,
not gonna bring up Tony or anything. I think it's very specific.
There was a couple great lines in this episode, but so. She brings up Natasha, knows that that's a sour point in Clint's past, but then Clint refuses to back away from the case, basically. I still think, having just discussed this, I think Vera Farmiga might be the one that gave Julia Louis-Dreyfus, her character, whatever we call her, Madam Hydra or whatever.
From Val?
Val, yes.
Way easier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
I forgot too last episode. I was like, fuck.
Gave her the picture of Hawkeye. What if she's the one that gave her the picture of Hawkeye? And then at the end of the dinner scene, when she gets on the phone call, she might be talking to either Black Widow to be like, hey, Yelena Blue, / Black Widow.
Right.
Hey, come to New York. Your boy is here. Or she talks to Val during that scene.
Well, probably. Probably Val, because then Val is the one who tells Yelena.
Yeah, okay. And then also, like, in terms of the picture, like, how does she get the photograph in the Black Widow post-credit scene? She is in charge of one of the biggest security companies in New York. Like, she could have easily just saw Clint's whole family leave the Steve Rogers musical or whatever. Just like, she has so much camera footage on this guy. And that lends to my other theory. I'm kind of jumping way forward here, but at the end of the episode, when Kate goes to Echo's apartment, there's a whole list of names with Clint's family. I think,
and Abe. Oh my God.
I think since the tracksuits work for the Sloan Company, which is run by Jack, who's connected to Vera Farmiga, I think Vera Farmiga gave them that information on Clint's family. She's a security company. She's in charge of all this stuff. I think she gave information on Clint's family to basically say, back off. You're too hot on my tail.
Took some money for the blackmail.
And of course, Echo loves that or I don't know if Echo loves that per se, because Echo doesn't know that that's Ronin. But either way, Echo now has information on Clint and his family. She hasn't pieced together that Clint is Ronin, unlike Kate. So we might see that next episode too. But it's just very interesting. So now Echo has stuff on Clint, and she has a vendetta against Ronin. But yeah, so I think Vera Farmiga's character is all in on this. I'm waiting for that evil switch that Agatha was right all along, whatever it's called.
Agatha all along.
Sure. In episode 5. Same thing for Jack. I think we're getting an awesome sword fight sequence between him and Ronin, Clint. And I would have loved that. I think I'm just waiting. Because he's such a good guy playing bad. He plays the same guy in Better Call Saul. He is a fantastic villain in that show because he goes against Gus Fring, and if anybody knows Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, Gus is such a wow.
The Far Cry guy. I got you.
Gus is such a low key villain. He talks like this. He's so calm, cool, collected, and his enemy is this guy from Hawkeye, and he's such a good actor because this guy's so energetic, but he'll slice your throat in a second. He'll twist your neck in a second.
That is scary.
So I can't wait to see.
And maybe it will be a choice protecting the big guy in town when he gets here.
How many big guy references
in this
episode? Yeah, get out of here.
Well, it's Kingman.
Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot.
So he's
This is
100% showing
Spider-Man.
up next week, right? Don't you think?
I think so because
Kingpin episode 5.
I
Yeah.
think so because it was like it was at least like post credit probably if for nothing else. But
I would say no.
Well, it's
episode
been
6
only because
Episode
it's been
6.
only because like early like reports were like he's gonna show up episode 5, and then like literally this week somebody of the cast was just like episode 5 is gonna break the internet.
Oh man, maybe you're right. But Kang is still the biggest surprise of the year for me. I'm like,
it's not Kang.
How did they get Kang for an entire episode? That's wild. And I remember I was like, there's no way to do Kang because the audience doesn't know shit about Kang, but 50 minutes
goes into the whole fucking
50 minutes of exposition. That'll do it for you.
Which is funny because I figured like Kang coming out of nowhere would like sour people on the finale of Loki for like this landing stuck, and then the whole group chat's just like, why do you hate Loki? And I'm like, it's fucking like so high up in my list. Shut up.
Yeah, I think that scene is so cool though because
he's so compelling.
Yeah, it evolves into the whole Loki and Sylvie conflict fighting right in front of him, which is fantastic.
He just what's going on? Yeah.
By
the way, go catch Harder They Fall on Netflix with Jonathan Majors, Regina King,
I need to.
Stanfield, Idris Elba.
I need to do a Netflix Saturday triple
amazing.
feature. Tick tick boom. The Harder They Fall. Power Dog.
Dude, that'd be a great triple. That's 2 westerns right there. Power Dog and Harder They Fall. Great stuff. Anyways, Hawkeye. Where were we? Oh yeah, next week, Fisk. Yeah,
but this week, great parallel of Kate like gets thrown off the roof and Hawkeye goes to catch her.
We're coming there.
I guess so. I mean, I feel like we went everywhere, but that moment was like pretty impactful because like they showed earlier, like Clint's having like nightmares about losing Natasha and stuff.
Great scene.
And then like it was a straight up parallel, like framed the same way, but like Kate's not asking to die. She's like, pull me up. But like Clint has to.
Great.
But then also on the flip again, Clint's like, get out of here. And he like, it's not a far drop, but like drops her.
Cut the rope.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, is there enough to fall? It's fine. But like, yeah. But then she comes like right back. Dope arrow shot going through.
Stun arrow. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. I like that shot a lot. I thought Kate was just gonna fall into the Christmas light to the bottom, but she does that after she gets cut from the rope. But yeah, this show, that's a great scene that epitomizes why I love this show, because it's a great blend of heart with humor. Like, just automatically we get a good scene with Clint, who's just going through this entire series with trauma. It's about trauma.
It's about drive.
It's fine. I see clips of The Rock at like his premieres and stuff, and he like is mouthing it like expeditiously, like.
But it's great. I've always seen the ones where like he monologues it like because everyone's like, you do, and he's like, it's about drive.
It's about power.
We stay hungry. We devour. He's like sophisticated with it.
But yeah, and then Kate's like, pull me up, dude. Like, what the heck? I'm not Natasha, which is understandable.
Her exact dialogue.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a great scene. I liked the 4-way fight scene at the end. That was really fun.
I was like, there's so many like wrenches now, and I'm so worried.
So cool. I'll just jump ahead because I'm gonna lose my train of thought here. But I like the comparison we can make between Echo and Yelena, 2 characters who seemingly have to have a redemption arc in these next 2 episodes. Echo has to get over her Ronin stuff and get out of that anger that she's in. Same thing for Yelena. Instead of going after Ronin, she's going after Clint himself. So again, 2 sides of Clint are targeted by Yelena and Echo respectively. That's going to be very interesting to see how they both react to the upcoming knowledge that they get, I guess, from Clint not being a bad guy and Ronin maybe not killing the uncle or her father, William Lopez. So that's gonna be very interesting because I really like Echo and I really love Yelena, of course. So I'm very curious to see where they go next week. Hopefully Yelena is a main character next week. Hopefully she's in the whole fucking 40 minutes.
I think she probably will at least pop up like 10 minutes in. And I think she's going to be a big role in the last 2 episodes. I think we're going to sway her to our side next
week.
episode.
Okay.
And then she'll be with us for the finale, where then we will take on Echo.
And then Echo would have a change of heart too. I think that would work. Is it gonna come from Kate? Because I really liked how this episode Kate was the one. Maybe we talked about it, but I was like, I really hope Kate is the one that figures out that Clint's Ronin. I like it when the main character.
She did in this.
She did exactly, yeah. So I hope that. I don't know. I hope Kate is a good instigator for Yelena. I like that relationship.
Well, I think Clint will be the one to get things free with Yelena, and I think Kate will be the one to maybe help sway Echo over because they both lost dads.
Very true. That's a good point.
Around Hawkeye, but also
like we said, like last week, Kate lost her dad, becomes the idol of Hawkeye. Echo lost her dad, hates Ronin.
Great yin yang.
Great yin yang. Love me some Avatar yin yang. Season 1. But yeah, I think I like that theory, Nathan. I think that makes more sense. I think Clint has to be the one to talk to Yelena because Clint had that relationship. Maybe I don't say. I was like, did Clint know Natasha more than Yelena?
So this is a big thing. It's not 100% clear if Clint is aware who Yelena is. I don't know if he's just saying like a Black Widow assassin was hired because like clearly, or if he's just like I'm tired of airing out all my shit. I don't have time to explain that this is Yelena. I don't know if he was aware. I don't know how much Natasha shared of her family. Maybe I imagine she would with Clint, but
Clint at least, right? That's a great question. Tricky. Eat that rice. Hopefully, you get smarter. I have no idea. I don't know where that came from, but I think not. I think Natasha kept that close to her vest. I could be completely wrong. Also, has Clint known Natasha more than Yelena? Yelena knew them when they were kids, but then they had a whole couple decades when they just didn't talk, presumably.
Yeah, they had like quite some like from I don't know. It was around up to like
late 90s,
2000, 2012, 2016. It's roughly 22 decades, but Clint and Natasha have obviously like been with each other. I mean, they've been with each other long enough to where Dreykov's daughter grows up to be an adult. So that could also be roughly a couple of decades.
That's a good point.
I'm
very hesitant. But yeah, they both have great history with Natasha. And I love how Natasha's a good emotional anchor. The ghost of Natasha, like how Han Solo was the ghost in Last Jedi, just always revolving around these characters. So I'm very curious how they deal with this trauma, this anger.
My favorite part is when Natasha tells Clint, "See you around, kid," and then she doesn't come back. Then the next.
Wow.
Salty.
But I remember during our Black Widow review, I'm like, Yelena isn't the type of idiot to just go in guns blazing, and then that's exactly what she does here.
Well, this one I think
she
is like
do her
blind
research?
emotion.
Blind emotion, sure, but she's a Black Widow assassin. Like she has to do her research on who Clint is as a person, right? Like,
well,
how are they going to deal with that?
Well, if Val's feeding the one feeding the info and is spinning the story like murderous Ronin responsible for your sister's death, something can be spun because when you leave out key details. I mean, the world doesn't even know that Hawkeye is Ronin, and like the fact that she has that info I've said last week is just like how.
Good point.
All will be revealed, I'm sure. Maybe Fisk is feeding shit. I don't know. Maybe he's the one assembling Dark Avengers. Who's to say? Maybe it's not Ross.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Because I would love the Dark Avengers to go after Fisk. That would be fun. What was I going to say?
Where's Dr. Doom?
Speaking about the Ronin stuff, let's go backwards a little bit. Again, I like how Kate figured out that Hawkeye is Ronin. He's just having this emotional moment with Kate, and then she's like, "So it seems like you knew Ronin. Like, was he close to you?" And then she like connects the dots for a few seconds. Then she's like, "Oh, it is you." I just love that. He just shakes his head like, "Yeah."
And she instantly sees the good in him, just like,
right.
You must have had your reasons.
Because again, I think a less well-written show would be like, "Oh, we can't talk anymore."
It would have turned it off completely.
And it's still also like deep in like the argument of both sides. Like even though they're both accepting that, like we as the audience know, like, well, Clinton was going after like bad cartel dudes. Like we know he was going after bad people, but Clint's time afterward, he only views it as like, I was a fucking weapon. I was a monster. Like I killed. Like it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so good because you think of Black Widow being a weapon, you don't really think of Hawkeye being also a weapon. You don't really make that decision. I mean, maybe some Marvel fans do, but like when I'm watching the Avengers, I don't think of, oh, this guy used to be a weapon.
I mean, Shield agents have done shady stuff, and then like Clint just went even darker during those 5 years. 5 years, lost his whole family.
Yeah, he was ready to kill Thor. He did kill Thor in What If. But
that was
I know, I'm kidding. But
it wasn't me. I didn't shoot.
Oh my god, I just have this fight on. I love how she gets stuck on the zip line.
Oh yeah, dude, that was
just cuts
great.
to a wide shot, and
that was like, amazing.
Yelena indirectly helped.
Yeah, that was so funny. I'm like, every other show is like, I'm coming in. It's just, this is awkward.
I was like, that's a big drop.
I was like, you got to shimmy.
Yeah,
you scoot.
Yeah,
you gotta do what's the fucking ladder on Ninja Warrior?
Oh yeah,
the salmon ladder. Yeah.
Salmon ladder. That's
fun. He likes Stephen Amell. He can do it.
I've seen it.
Green Arrow. But yeah, I just love, and that's what I love about the show. They had an awesome Christmas party scene where she realizes as they're having dinner, it's like, oh, family is the most important part of the holidays. I wish everybody had time to spend time with their families. And then Kate just absorbs that. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to spend time with this guy in the days leading up to Christmas because he's also helping me out. I deserve to be there for him too. And then they have an ugly Christmas sweater party. They watch some movies, which she knew because she had that phone call in the last episode where they're like, oh, I missed ugly Christmas sweater day. I missed Christmas movie day. So that was great. What movie were they watching in the episode? Was it like A Christmas Carol?
I feel like
It's a Wonderful Life, I think.
It's a Wonderful Life. It was funny because like she pulled out her movies.
Yeah,
and I was like, those are all Disney owned.
Yeah, wasn't there a Polar Express in there, or was I?
Well, I saw like Christmas Vacation and like the Santa Claus trilogy.
Yeah, Santa Claus is great, fucking great. We got to do a commentary.
Yeah.
We have to. We have to. Because like,
you know what Christmas movie I want to see?
He murders
that Claus movie on
Netflix. I never watched it either. Yeah.
Oh, I heard it's good.
I've heard great things, and
Me
I saw
too.
Trey was watching it like yesterday or something.
Mm-hmm. Never watched it, but yeah, that was just a great heartwarming scene. Like he teaches her how to flip the coin on the TV, which is really cool. I hope that comes back to her like in the finale.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
She does something. It's like.
Can I just
really,
say,
really cool.
watching this episode, Clinton was going to sleep. He took out his hearing aid, and I was like, oh. Because I feel like that right now. I was like, no.
You're like, oh my god, this is so relatable.
I'm like, I'm scared. Put it back in. But
nice.
Otherwise,
yeah. But it was just a great scene. Very funny. I love how ugly Christmas sweater Kate and ugly Christmas sweater Clint is like a hashtag now.
Yeah.
Great. They had some great shirts. I would wear those. But it was a fun moment. I love when these two hang out together. They have fantastic chemistry, and then it devolves into a very emotional scene where they just get like very vulnerable about the job that they're doing here. And again, Kate is very willing to still continue on this path, regardless of how many times Clint has given her so many warnings, saying, "What was the line where he's like, pain?" Well, or she's like, Your haunted past is behind you. The pain is behind you. He's like, no, it's tied to me. Like it's always going to be tied to me. I was like, oh, that's really great. Like
love is a dagger.
Love is a dagger. What was the WandaVision one that everybody blew up about?
What is grief?
What is
not love persevering? Which was
it was a good line.
It's a great line, and it was echoed in the Loki finale during all the voices.
Yes.
So. Great lines about love and grief and pain in all these Netflix shows. Oh, and then a line
All of Falcon Winter Soldier's
Falcon Winter Soldier about the power broker having that pain, being left behind by the government. So relatable.
No, but God, that statue. I cry.
Oh yeah. That finale thing.
Why?
Well, no, I didn't cry.
Your tone is
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I should be more excited.
Classic.
You're stupid. But yeah. Patreon.
Go to our Patreon to see all the behind the scenes craziness when we're not live.
Expose myself by uploading Patreon videos.
What else was fun here? Oh yeah, so there was a lot of Matt Fraction. Is it Matt Fraction?
Yeah.
Matt Fraction Hawkeye run.
Bandages and
the whole bandages, the ice packs, because the damage is real to Clint. Like he can't just go into a back to tank every episode or
kick your feet up. I love that. Lila. No, I mean
Laura. Right?
Laura. Yeah, Laura.
Sure.
Sorry, Lila is his daughter. Laura, knows another language too to talk in code.
That was really cool. And
awesome.
She has a lot of information as well. Speaking of Laura, she talks information about the Avengers Watch, which is seemingly Clint's. That's Clint's watch, right? Is that what they're insinuating in this episode?
Clint was saying it belonged to a friend of him, and if something with it gets out, then the no more friend.
I couldn't tell if he was just speaking in code there, or he just seriously said this belonged to a friend.
Well, I think it was after the Ronin reveal, so I don't think so.
So is there a bigger mystery here that we just don't know about that we should be talking about?
It seems sus, but I feel like it's not as big as we think it is.
I don't think so either.
Kang. No.
But he asked about
Mephisto!
No.
Doctor Doom.
I wish.
It's fucking no. It's this season. It's King. Every season, we're Mephisto, fucking Kang, fucking.
But it came from the Avengers compound. Why would the Avengers have a Fisk watch? I don't know.
They would.
It just seems so weird. Avengers compound watch. Laura's we don't want, or Clint's we don't want this getting into the wrong hands. It has a lot of information. Apparently, I think they said.
And again, initially, my theory was Tony Watch Armor War connection setup could be cool, but then he's no more friends. So it's well, fucking never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have to rewatch that scene because some people on Twitter were saying oh, it's Clint Watch. I'm is it?
It's Wanda's.
So how do you think this is gonna play out when he does show up in this show, Kingpin? I'm saying.
I mean, it'll probably just give more focus for him to be giving command of I don't if there's I imagine tracksuits are probably pawns in this overall chess plan,
right?
And a bigger thing probably with the Via Formiga reveal with the security. Who owns Fisk? Who owns Avengers Tower?
I see replies on his Twitter. It's oh no, it's Anthony. It was Anthony Carboni from the Star Wars show. He replied to someone's tweet about it, and he's show us the property taxes or show us the deed.
Why isn't he doing fucking marble red carpets?
The tax return. I miss Anthony.
You guys see Peter Parker's lease $3,000 rent?
That was weird.
That's from the PS4 game.
New York City, baby. Land of dreams.
No wonder this man got evicted.
I got past that part recently in the game where he got evicted and had to stay over at May's house. And I'm $3,000? How are you paying for that?
Well, he goes to MJ's, right?
He goes to MJ's, and then MJ, he's MJ's busy. He has to go somewhere else. And then he goes to Aunt May's place.
Yeah, he passes out at Feast.
At Feast. Which I would always just be staying there. It's a great cover.
I mean, they got beds.
They got beds and couches. It's cheap.
Food. I mean, you probably should eat their
food.
food.
Probably not.
Ain't coffee.
Yeah. But anyways, I think Fisk is going to be integral to Echo's storyline. I hope they focus in on Echo Fisk being the lack of better comparison, the Vader to Echo.
It'll probably be a setup of he enticed her father to go down to these paths that probably stuff that goes against Clinton stuff that all when you get the full through line of it all, she'll see like
that she's expendable to him. I think it's how it's gonna be. Like
sure,
classic Kingpin. Like you're getting all of this. You get all this in return, and you'll be part of this empire. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and then she sees the contrast, obviously, with Kate and Clint, and obviously it's kind of a glaring contrast of like how things are run between the two different clashing groups here. I think it's going to be interesting. So I hope the Kate stuff continues more in front of Echo, if that makes sense.
I agree. I'm very curious here now because I'm thinking about Fisk and Echo and all that stuff. Like, how is Kazi going to get into this? Because I think Kazi, he learned ASL to get closer to Echo. Is there a romantic thing in there? Probably not with him and Echo. But I think
every time he pops up, I always think of Kit Harington. Like his face is so similar.
Oh wow! But is Kazi going to die? Because Kazi's whole thing, he had a conversation with Hawkeye today, and Hawkeye kind of like stuck him in the heart where it counts, by saying like Echo's getting too emotionally connected to the Ronin thing, and Kazi agrees with that, even though he tries to get Hawkeye off his back. In Kazi's mind, he agrees, like saying, I need to get Echo off the Ronin thing so we can concentrate, because Fisk, the big guy, doesn't want us getting too public because Fisk is still in jail, presumably. So I'm very curious to see how, like, I can see Fisk like killing Kazi in front of Echo, and then that's shaking Echo loose. Or Kazi gets wounded by the other tracksuit or something.
That would be interesting if he did kill him, and that cuts off, her line of communication in a way, and that would be like an intimidation tactic of like,
exactly,
it doesn't matter what you're even trying to say, like he could just I can totally see that monologue, like,
man, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I still think Fisk is the one that, like Nathan said, somehow is connected with William, her father's death.
Yes.
In a way. Either he gave an address away, a Google location or something.
Yeah. Fish just isn't even in the show. All this time.
It's Sharon Carter.
Let's go.
One day we'll respect Sharon. One day.
Thanks. So we got 2 episodes left. A lot to do, I guess, to figure all this out.
Yeah. An ultimate.
The arcs that we got to close are Echo's vengeance arc. Now we have Yelena's vengeance arc. Kate and Clint have to reunite. That's probably going to happen in the next 20 minutes.
Clint probably has to process more of the loss of Natasha,
which I think will connect with the Yelena arc.
For sure.
Probably do those in 2 birds, 1 stone. And that Vera Farmiga and Jack. Vera Farmiga has to turn evil.
Yep.
Kate has to realize that. I hope Kate realizes it on her own. And then, what happened to Jack Duquesne? He's going to be full-on evil. Because I want a full-on evil sword master in the finale going against Hawkeye.
And they haven't given Lucky his name yet. They've only given him Pizza Dog. They haven't called him Lucky yet.
Yeah, Lucky the Pizza Dog. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Done, but
do you remember? Wasn't there set photos with Lucky, Kate, and Clint by the subway? Was that in this episode?
We already saw it. That was episode 2 or 3. Right?
That was episode. That was like, I don't know if Lucky was with him.
Okay, because I'm thinking of a separate thing. Because they get onto the train, right? And then they're like, "Oh, we should have let the dog out."
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that was that it?
Where's episode 3?
Maybe it was a step out of them walking to that scene of them sitting.
They're running downstairs. I remember they were specifically running downstairs.
Could have been abridged.
Could have been abridged. Yeah.
I know it has a bigger plot. Like, are you saying like we haven't seen a scene yet where Lucky's in action? So
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Well,
maybe. But yeah, hopefully we get a lot of Yelena. I don't want her to be like 10 minutes in the next episode. I want a whole thing with Yelena.
I want my Young Avengers end credits.
Right. Because where would Yelena even show up next? Like, it doesn't really make sense. There is no
Armor Wars.
There really is no other project until that
Ant-Man 3,
right? Unless they give her her own thing, right? I don't know.
Another cool little tidbit. Like, we get like another like side quest to the LARPers in Central Park.
Yeah, I love that little scene.
And I was like, cool. And then as they were doing it, I was like joking while I was doing my recording. I was like, "It'd be fun if like the LARPers like made Clint's like proper Hawkeye suit." And then they set it up as a plot, and I'm like,
"Yeah, we didn't talk about that, yeah, Nathan." So I feel like the LARPers are going to give Kate her actual real suit, the purple and the black striped suit.
She mostly has it.
She
but,
mostly
like,
has it, but more refined. Yeah,
2.0.
Kind of like the whole Daredevil stuff. And then Hawkeye, not the H part, but like give him a better suit. I mean,
yeah, like it's the banner of like the show anyway, so we see it.
Yeah,
like the arrow head,
and he's gonna be wearing it for now. I think this might be the last time we see Hawkeye. Clint keeps talking about how, or David Renner keeps talking about how like he wants to continue doing Marvel stuff. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think didn't they say he was like enter more of like a mentor role, probably like one of like the like a thing where it's like we have the founding members and like they're in the background. Maybe we'll visit them like along the path, like a legacy character at this point.
Mm-hmm. I guess we shall see.
It is interesting.
Are you Hawkeye? I used to be.
Literally.
We literally are. This show's probably going to end, and we're going to have a brand new Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Are we gonna get?
Wow,
are we getting home for Christmas? Who's at Christmas? Is Kate coming to
Christmas?
Oh,
right. Is everybody?
Our theory. Yeah,
that's the most wholesome theory we've had, and we need it.
Yeah, yelling at, "Come on down, Echo! Come on down!"
You're the next contestant on the Barton farm.
Yeah,
it's like your sister's dead, but we got eggnog and cookies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna lift up some eggnog or something.
It's like I got that Blu-ray.
Of which one? I don't have any of my collections out there.
It's a made-up one.
Do we? We always got to think about this in terms of series deaths. I think Jack Duquesne dead, right? Sword guy Jack dead. Is Kate's mom?
No, I don't think the mom's gonna die.
I think she'll probably be now you've swayed me. A future antagonist.
Okay, I would love that.
Yeah, I think she'll like sort of exiled, sort of like off the grid type,
kind of like Agatha thing. Yeah,
all
along. Yeah. So exciting. 2 episodes left.
All corrected, thank God. Yeah, 2 episodes. Very exciting. The next episode releases one night prior to No Way Home.
Coinky dink.
Is No Way Home next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the return of Vincent and Charlie.
Can that movie come out already? I'm tired of talking about this.
Me too.
All right, you son of a bitch. Now be a hypocrite and talk about the
I feel like I've been talking about it for 6 months.
Yeah, it's been long.
Have we seen it?
Do you want to? Well, okay. Do you want to turn into me, or shall I be me one more time and talk about Craven?
You might as well get it out of the way, Nathan. So
well, it's honestly like
actually, I have some points.
Oh, Carson has something to say.
We're out of time. No, I'm kidding. Go
on. Well, there was, I believe it was Collider's article that came out. They asked Tom, or Tom was saying, kind of how this movie was cobbled together with especially Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, originally being slated to go before this movie, right? And obviously they had to change it all up, and then I don't understand why they make this whole availability thing so out there of like, we couldn't get everyone back. We didn't know who was going to sign on.
Meanwhile, Far From Home, we green screen Samuel Jackson to get him in there.
Right. So I'm just like, and they're just like, oh, it was all or nothing. I'm like, I'm so curious who didn't, like, who was a problem. Like, I don't know.
Probably Andrew and schedules.
Maybe, but
Andrew's busy. It's not Tobey.
Well, no, I mean,
anyways, okay. So I would love to hear the after story to whatever actually was.
Well, yeah, it's wild because apparently, like, the initial pitch was like reports we were kind of like covering like previously. I was trying to like sway Evan, like, don't worry, it'll be fine. Where it was like, this is gonna be like a Craven focused film because the identity, the greatest hunt. And I was also seeing like in the reports that apparently the scene that we see like in the trailers where Peter goes to ask Strange for the identity erasure was going to be the end of the film, setting up the next one. So in a weird way, we're watching Spider-Man 4 without the original 3, which is now 3.
Interesting. So the start of the college trilogy was going to be
Spider-Verse.
Jesus.
I mean, you said that about this one.
Well, anyways, what got me excited was like the smaller scale Craven pitch.
Yeah.
Of a
singular villain.
Of a toned down Peter villain.
I think we reported like forever ago too that like Joel Kinnaman was gonna be Craven.
No. It was a Joel Kinnaman body-like person, which I hated that description.
Well, I mean, every time it's like, I mean, you know who they want.
Not Joel Kinnaman.
Who?
The article said it's not Joel Kinnaman, but it's his physique or some bullshit. I'm like, so it's an older white.
Aren't they making a Craven movie now?
They are with Aaron Taylor Johnson.
With, Tire Splicer guy. Yeah.
Temporal pincer.
Temporal pincer, sure.
It's gonna be in.
This show's so complicated.
It's gonna be in Bullet Train. I'm excited for Bullet Train.
The definition of our podcast is a crumpled up piece of paper that somebody uncrumpled and smoothed out. That is.
I like
pretty
it.
much.
I like it.
Anyways, it just got me thinking about. It got me thinking about the next trilogy a little bit, and how I for sure want the first film to really set up Peter-centric villains, singular kind of things that are really tied into the characters in his direct circle, into affecting every single aspect of his life if things go wrong. Classic Spider-Man, classic Peter, like having to figure that all out, blah, blah, blah. And so
Tom wants Timothée Chalamet to play Harry.
That's new cool. Too. That would be
That's
great.
Pretty cool.
I don't think Timothy's ever going to do a superhero movie.
He's too recognizable for me. I just think it wouldn't work.
What?
It wouldn't work. Like I couldn't see him as Harry because
out of all the new MCU stars, Timothy is too recognizable.
Dude, he's Paul Atreides now.
What?
Okay.
He's like the most famous movie star in the world right now. Like, dude, Timmy's got like so many fucking stands.
People know Tom Holland Timothy more than Tom Holland.
Genuinely, yes.
No, that's not true.
Were you there during the Call Me by Your Name era? The shit was going.
Were you there during the last 3 Spider-Man movies? People know Tom Holland more than they know Timothy.
I think they know both. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's all like a matter of like when they started. Because like when Tom started, it was like, who's Tom Holland? I didn't know who he was because he did like a couple small things before Civil War. And Timothy was young Casey Affleck in Interstellar.
Yeah, and then he did Call Me by Your Name, and then he was in Lady Bird, and I feel like that was, and Tom was still at like Civil War at that point, I think, right?
Yeah. Made $1.2
I'm just saying, I feel like he has a lot more fans than you give him credit for.
I'm not saying Timothy is a nobody. He's a somebody. He's popular, but I'm like, out of all the MCU actors who have come into this fray, there's so many more recognizable.
It's the jawline, isn't it, Carson?
No. What I'm saying is there's so many more recognizable actors who have joined the MCU more than Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, but
right?
Michael Douglas,
Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton. I
that's
don't
Batman.
See Batman. Like I just
Kurt Russell.
He's older, so it's like
Russell?
different.
We're just naming veteran actors. We need like Amy Young.
Yeah, you're naming old people.
All right.
So
Chris Evans of the Human Torch fame.
No, stop.
No,
exactly.
Blade Mahershala Ali is super famous. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm talking like IP wise. Like Mahershala Ali's biggest.
Didn't they get like 2 Game of Thrones people for Eternals?
Kit Harington
and
I see Jon Snow.
But
he's in modern day clothing and like he's.
Oh, well, what about
Timothy's not?
Well, what's his name? Fucking the Stark dude.
All I'm saying. Rob Stark.
Yeah, but like the actor.
Rob Stark.
See, we can't even know. I mean, he hasn't been in that many big movies, though.
No, but like Game of Thrones was like a cultural.
But yeah, of course it was. But he was
in 3 seasons.
He was in. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's been a while.
Oh shit! I wonder what happens.
All I'm saying. Listen. Let me get to my final point on this.
Okay.
I would much rather have a new Daisy Ridley, John Boyega figure come into the fold, someone really good and new play Harry Osborn, than it would having Timothée Chalamet, a very established person, play this particular role, because he's such a if you're gonna do it, I think you got to do it over the whole trilogy. And I think I would much rather identify that person directly with that role and be like, boom, Harry Osborn. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I agree. I like it.
Well, hold on. I wanna work the schedule properly. Carson, how many? Fuck. Carson.
What?
I have 10 questions right now. I don't. Fuck, dude.
What
How
happens
many
in
Dune movies is he
God
gonna do?
Emperor?
No, yeah. How many Dunes do you think Timothy is gonna make in the next?
At most 2.
At most 2.
Okay. I feel like they can start out small with Harry if they get him, and be no like conflict to finish that, and then by the time he makes a turn to probably be this MCU's Goblin if they wanted or something.
But I think to Carson's point, by the time he does 2 more Dune movies, he'll be even more popular than he is today.
Okay.
So that wouldn't help out Carson's thing there problem. But I kind of agree and disagree. I think Timothy's such a good actor. I wouldn't necessarily think.
Yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't do it. That's nothing. It's literally just me being like Timothy Chalamet. Like I don't know. I mean, he just.
It's you saying you hate Timothy. It's fine. It's cool.
Well, it is interesting because, like, with all like the newer young heroes that they've been casting, like Ironheart and Miss Marvel and stuff, they are mostly
brand new.
unknowns.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, they're really young, but also, you know,
I mean, Harry's a bigger character than Ironheart and Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you're saying.
But Carson, picture not only a Timothy Chalamet Harry Osborn, but a Matthew McConaughey Norman Osborn.
No, I could not do.
Is that ever going to happen?
I mean, I think that was an initial like thing they wanted. I mean, he was probably going for the Vulture role, but then he chose the Dark Tower.
Carson, how old is Matthew these days?
50s,
I'm sure.
50s, yeah.
All right.
Alfred's in fucking a harness on set with CG arms, man. We can do whatever.
True.
Fucking, have you seen fucking Vulture? Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
I know.
You think he's in them wings?
I'm trying to think.
No, boy.
Yeah, I'm terrible with casting, but I'm with you, Carson, a little bit. I would like, in the end, I would like a new actor to play Harry. I think I really like that, and I don't want to see Timothy do a superhero movie. I just don't.
I don't think. Does he even want to? Has anyone?
I don't think so.
I saw an interview where I think he got advice from somebody. It might have
there's that quote. Yeah,
where he was like, "Never do a cape flick." I was like, okay. But also, this is random, just throwing it out back there again. That like it would be really cool to see Norman Osborn played by Bob Odenkirk.
Where's Bob Odenkirk been?
Better Call Saul, I guess. Recovering from that one thing.
Nobody. He's been in Nobody. He's been in.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk. I'm thinking of freaking Walter White.
Fucking Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. You said Bob Odenkirk. Oh,
yeah.
Well, Bryan Cranston, I think, has been doing.
Bob Odenkirk could definitely be in the MCU. I think he would love it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
What has Bryan Cranston been doing? Like a car commercial?
That's what I said. Like, where's Bryan Cranston been?
I think literally a car commercial.
He did some Showtime.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Prime show.
Bombed.
I think it only bombed for it went for like 1-2 seasons.
1 season. Was it longer than the Cowboy Bebop live action series that got canceled today?
That was really funny.
Tragic. Poor John Cho. He'll recover.
My brain's like going overload with casting spider people because
I know. I got my brain's trying to think.
My brain's so random. It's like, hey, the dude that plays Dexter, be good, Cleese Cassidy. Everything's going around.
And Bob Odenkirk was in Little Women. Let's not forget that name drop as well.
2019's Little Women. Hell yeah.
Masterpiece. Yeah. Do I have the DVD? I think I do. I have to check.
I should get it.
That's good.
It's also Florence Pugh.
I heard she's a good actor.
Indeed.
She's good.
She's good.
Oh, she's really good. She's really good. that even when we mean it, it's cursed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's interesting. Well, that's the only Spider-Man stuff. Oh yeah, just piggybacking off of what Carson said, I really want a Craven. I would have loved a Craven Last Hunt kind of movie. Solo, get down to the like Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 1, solo villains of it all.
Do you think they can still use Craven?
Yes.
For the college trilogy?
I think so. Could. It's complicated because of the whole Aaron Taylor Johnson of it all.
Well, with the new quote from Mr. Jared Leto, he's doing like some press stuff, and like they asked him about Morbius, and he was like, "Do you see them ever like doing with Tom Holland stuff?" And he's like, "I don't know if you've seen." He literally said, "I don't know if you've seen the most recent trailer for No Way Home, but the multiverse is open. I'm like, fuck, he's on top of this shit. So I think they're like going that direction anyway. I think Venom is like the biggest testament to all that.
Which is still weird. The multiverse of it all is still really weird because
I mean, we haven't even
Michael Keaton's in his world. He was also in this Tom's world. Would they need a multiverse if they're in the same current?
Well,
verse?
I said like a few episodes back. I think Sony's doing some dumb, showing too much and showing the ending type thing again. Where like with Venom, we're gonna go through a thing. The world merges over, and now Morbius is around while Vulture is being like sentenced somewhere,
still in prison. So like,
sure.
So Keaton's in a prison truck. Multiverse happens. He's still in a prison truck. Like that's fucked up.
I mean,
right? like
what? No, what? Hold on, no,
right? Because like he's still in prison in both.
No. I think Keaton's gonna stay where he is in his universe. We're coming over to the MCU.
What?
But then Keaton's like, "Hey, what's up, Doc?"
Yeah.
Where
are you lost with this?
No, but then Keaton says like, "What's up, Doc?" Like he knows the guy. Like he's heard of him.
I don't know what the context is going forward with that, but I mean,
I got the sense from the trailer that he knew who Michael Morbius is.
Well, maybe he will. Like I don't know. Maybe fucking.
It's so stupid.
We don't even know. Shut up.
We'll see.
I mean, Morbius could be getting locked up, and he's just like, "Hey, Doc."
So you think Keaton stays in the Tom Holland universe and Morbius comes to Tom Holland's universe?
Yeah, like Venom does.
It's possible. We'll see.
I believe it.
Even the Venom stuff was a little bit.
You know what? We got unlimited Spider-Man movies. It's like a fucking
yeah.
But like with that
Comixology subscription at this point, we got another one coming. Yeah. We can just subscribe.
Look, my point being, with that door open, it totally makes it possible for like whatever they do with Kraven to then come over, because again, Sony wants to make their own actual Sinister Six film still, instead of this like previous 5 they're using, and you can totally do that with who they have so far. And it's so weird that they keep making these individuals, but hopefully like maybe they get like a better plan going forward where they can actually use the villains, because like we still have Scorpion on the back burner that we can use for like a new villain setups with like, again, probably like something with Harry as like a college roommate. Be a cool payoff for like the end of the trilogy there, stuff like that. It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Doors wide open.
Yeah, continue.
But what also is wide open is the Spider-Verse itself.
Yes.
Your time to shine.
It was a fine trailer. I liked it. No, I legit, like, I was playing Spider-Man PS5, laying on my couch, and then the trailer dropped. I stood up, watched it. I had tears coming out of my eyes. I don't get how that happened. It doesn't really happen when I watch.
How does it feel?
It feels weird. Like there's just a little bit of water coming out of my right eye. I don't get it. Physics.
See, but, like
he hasn't been this way since Arrival in 2016.
I haven't.
Gwen comes to the point. You want to make a baby?
Speaking of, can we address this theory real quick? Because the title, it comes out right away. It says in another universe.
That's like echoing Gwen's line, right? Another dimension.
But also the portal is like,
what's this theory?
someone was bringing up that his childhood bedroom has like completely different decorations in it than the childhood bedroom we see in Spider-Verse. And you don't like change your childhood bedroom usually when you're at college because it's just there. And you come back and then.
Well, I think it's a me of all people is like, I don't think it's a theory. No, I think it's a story choice of like, since it was like the literal final shot, they're like, because clearly it's an older Miles that we're seeing right now and an older Gwen. Hair's grown out too a little bit and everything.
Yeah.
Not to be like
the same song.
I think it's like, Ryan Scargate again. Yeah, it's just a decision.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know. There was like, I can't remember what.
This is Carson's Marvel TikTok.
There was like a stuffed animal. Just okay, Evan, go continue your thing. I'm gonna find this.
I'm gonna scroll my TikTok.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm scrolling through my TikTok.
I'm sorry.
I had a blast watching this trailer. Like it is a prime example of why I love the first Spider-Verse. It's probably my favorite superhero movie of all time because maybe it is. I think it is. Maybe.
Favorite anime movie?
No, Spirited Away is a thing.
Top 5.
Top 5 for sure, 100%.
I think it's probably somewhere in my top 5.
Mine's animated goes between Lion King, Spirited Away,
Prince of Egypt,
Beauty and the Beast.
It's phenomenal.
Prince of Egypt, sure. Why not?
Have you seen it?
Never heard of it.
I really need a serious answer.
I've seen. We've talked about Prince of Egypt. I love it. God
okay, all right. I'm making sure.
God. I'm not uncultured.
Next birthday. But yeah,
what was I gonna say? But yeah, so Gwen immediately, like, I think I cried when she's like, "Hey, Miles." I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, I just love their chemistry so much. It's very good. It's very cute. It's adorable. She just flops on his bed. They're just having to talk. Like, you don't get trailers like this, man. Where trailers that is zero in on a certain scene of a movie, really pull on the heartstrings, really pull on the nostalgia. Not just like nostalgia, but just like why you loved the first movie. It's just we loved it because of these characters.
You're absorbed right into that world immediately.
Didn't even call it a teaser, called it a first look. It's really allowing a scene to breathe.
And then he's grounded, which is just really funny and perfect. And then like a great shot when she falls out of the window. You can get that cool wide shot.
So cool.
I know you guys saw the fucking edit someone did on Twitter.
Gwen getting hit on his back.
No, I expected it, and I still watched it.
It was great. If anybody hasn't seen it, it's like Gwen falls back, and then it's Amazing Spider-Man 2. Bob, yeah.
Okay. Before we get into more, let me give you this theory.
Let's go. It's TikTok.
Or to hang out. It's just that something happened off screen to cause them to not do it as much anymore. Especially because where it leaves off in the first film, he's clearly in his dorm, and where it picks up in the trailer is actually in his bedroom. Now, here's the thing: anybody else noticed that Miles' bedroom is super duper different? So the trailer makes a joke about his bedroom looking pretty dang childish.
There's a stuffed animal giraffe in there, dude.
This is his room for the first film, and if you look around, he has art pieces, I guess, but you don't really take Miles as an action figure collector or a teddy bear collector in this case. But what really got me are the posters and stickers on his wall that are completely different from the first film. I mean, they kind of change a lot for someone who only comes home during the summer. Hey, look, an action figure. But the thing that got me the most is that the first thing the trailer says is that meanwhile, in another universe, could be a reference to Gwen's line in the first movie, but we're not in her universe, are we? So there's a detail.
Wait. So what's the theory?
That it's a different.
It's a different Miles than the one we know.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I don't like that.
Not at all. That's not true. That's bad.
I'm sorry.
Like whatever you think, I think of a theory. I'm like,
hold on.
The first thing I think. Wait. The first thing I think of is what's the point? Why?
Well, the first thing I think of with all these points is that it's the passage of time.
In the first movie, he's in college and he goes to his family house like every 10 minutes.
Also, Carson, if you didn't skip the end credits of Venom, since we already heading into Spider-Verse for our commentary, it starts off by, because that's our first look at Spider-Verse, and it said, meanwhile, in another universe. And this is another first look, so I think it's jumping out.
I simply think in another universe.
I think I'm being very dickish to Carson. I'm very sorry.
No. It says in another universe. It's the second movie. They use two anothers. I think that's simple as it is. Like, it's a sequel. Another universe. That's it.
Okay, now I'm reading the comments. Everyone hates this.
But how about that animation style? That
someone said, I mean, we can have multiple Peter Parkers. Why can't we have multiple Miles Moraleses? I mean,
for sure,
it's kind of true.
They look the same.
He doesn't look the exact.
I mean, both. I mean, the two Peter Parkers in that movie look the same, like facial wise.
True, yeah, blonde and brown hair, but
yeah.
Anyways, who knows what's happening with the multiverse? If she can,
I know that theory is wrong enough for sure.
Well, if she can just willingly hop into these little portal and be like, "All right, want to whatever."
Yeah, why does?
But since she has the portal heist, I think she knows which universe she's going to.
Very true.
Right? If she has a watch.
I don't know what's happening in this movie, man. All I know is we get this Spider-Man 2099.
Yes,
cool.
So,
and I started reading the comics. I was so inspired.
Teenager,
woohoo! Love it. Classic Spider-Man.
Evan's living out his fantasy.
Fired.
File this under incrimination.
I know. YouTube is like, we're worried about your occupation.
We've been monitoring your.
But so yeah, we get the great Gwen scene, but then we jump into the time portal craziness of it all. So Miles goes through those hectagonal whatever portals. It looks like gateways. It looks like it's by accident or on purpose. I can't tell what's going on here. Is he just following Gwen and gets like sidetracked or something?
If the scenes are out of it really is intriguing because it seems like Gwen's on top of this multiversal like move through, and we know that from the end credit scene, as jokey and meme filled as it was, 2099 Miguel O'Hara is like looking for other Spider people. And it just makes me wonder like what leads it's probably a misunderstanding, but like what leads to the misunderstanding between Miles and Miguel. Is it a fucking Doctor Strange Peter scenario of like taking something? I don't know. Like maybe Miles is like driven with like I can save my Peter Parker or something. That'd be I don't know, but
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Yeah, because Gwen knows what's going on. Miles did not, but we see him gets teleported to like a Indian style universe first off here.
There's like it's a 2D world. Looks comic. There was literally I think it was like India because like there's like a really great Easter egg where like when he flips out, it's like it's spelled in the Hindi language for thwip.
Yeah, which is really cool. Like, again, the animation and the dialogue and the comic book choices they have and just the way they like talk and everything or do the actions is just so cool.
I was watching like a GIF of it slowed down when they're like passing that train. And it looks so cool because like the whole time the train's moving in like a very fluid motion, but they're moving at like still frames, like bit by bit for like the animation. It's so cool. Like the blend.
Yeah, exactly. But then Big Man comes in literally out of a portal, grabs Miles and teleports him to what is it, Earth 626, Earth 628? I forget.
Wasn't it like 928 on the one?
928, yeah. I forget
which is
the number.
Which is Miguel's world, right?
Miguel's world, Nueva York.
I don't know if he's coming or going, but
looks like he's coming. He's taking him to his world.
Okay,
that's what it looks like.
Someone doesn't say "Welcome to my world." What's the point?
It looks like he's coming to Nueva York, grabbing Miles. And that's just great. Again, Miguel O'Hara is the Hispanic Spider-Man from the future. I forget how many years in the future. It's been a while.
2099.
70.
Oh, duh. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's bad on my part. 2099. So it's been a minute. So yeah, this is the future New York.
Like Alchemex. Like
Alchemex is the bad people.
I've read the first 4 issues or first 4 or 5 issues. It's so cool. Like I love everything. Like he's got this this AR kind of like in Blade Runner 2049, like this augmented reality assistant person in his apartment named
who we saw in the end credit scene for the first film.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah. She's talking to
Lila.
This watch.
Lila, right?
Lila,
watched the damn thing.
Yeah.
I forgot, man.
I'm sorry.
Did we not do a commentary on Spider-Verse?
We did. It was like it was our second to last one.
It's blending in my head. This is
did we watch Spider-Verse together?
Dude, I'm telling you, like
that hurts.
I'm sorry.
I know we did.
I know we had to. Yeah,
we definitely did a lot of commentaries at this point.
I remember Kelly said it wouldn't be as good because it's cartoon.
Anyways, and I love the origin of it all. Actually, like I haven't got the full development of it, but it's like he's pretty much under the thumb of this company, or like he's been raised through the rank, raised through them a little bit, and he kind of feels guilty, like, oh, like they give me everything, but like, what is that really everything? Like
exactly, yeah.
So it's like that whole aspect of like push and pull of that. And
his personality is very different from Peter Parker, which I like.
That was the main thing.
He's pretty darker, and you see that through his costume. Like he has like the sharp nails and everything. But speaking more so the modern comics, like he's like when something bad happens to like his girlfriend, like he gets very brutal.
Yeah.
I like that, and we see that in the trailer too.
It's not like he wants to be a hero right away too. Like it's very much like it's just like survival at first. Really, it's like more like kind of like primal because of like all the different like altercations with the actual transformation, and he's like, I don't know, it's just so different on how like it's not as innocent as like Peter discovering his abilities.
Not at all.
That
Peter's like
makes sense.
that relatable, innocent guy, but Miguel was more hardened.
Yeah.
So
And so it makes an interesting origin.
Yeah, I just love Miguel. I love his comics. I love his outfit. I love the world, the futuristic of it all. The futuristic take on the villains is cool. Man, I'm just so excited because Miguel is just such a fascinating character. Love him. One of my favorite Spider-Verse characters. Next to Gwen. I think I go Gwen, Miles, Miguel, Peter. I'm not sure. It's hard. I love all these characters. Penny Parker. I hope she comes back.
They'll come back.
Yeah. And I hope Gwen is a main.
Did you guys read the EW article as well? Or I think it was an interview with
Thread, the Millers.
Yeah, man. And they're like, you're gonna see some new faces, some old faces. But more than anything, I think this is gonna be I was most excited by the cool stuff of like Miles, the classic Spider-Man stuff for any Spider-Man character is like feeling the responsibility of having to do that. The tension between his family, all that stuff is going to be present and upfront in the backdrop of all this craziness happening.
Yeah, in the first movie, he gets caught in a world that is getting hit with the multiverse, and people come to his world. Now he's going to experience other worlds, multiple other worlds. In just this trailer alone, we see 2 of them. So I'm very excited to see how the art changes with each world. It's very exciting for me.
Dude, Miles went through so much in the first film. I mean, it's not just like the multiverse thing, but it was like, oh fucking, I'm a spider person now, and also here's Spider-Man. And
also my dad is here, like in the main conflict.
I'm not good.
I gotta
main conflict. I'm not at best terms on both sides with my dad. I just found out my uncle's a fucking villain, and I just lost him. Fucking, I've just made a dying wish promise to the Spider-Man. Like, everything.
So that movie.
What's up, perfect. Danger?
God, that movie is too perfect.
Sunflower comes back. This was great.
The wholesome moment at the end where he gives his dad a hug. I totally forget about this. He gives his dad a hug and he's like, "Oh, nice working with you."
Sorry, sir. Yeah.
Also, Miles got a bit of a suit upgrade.
Hell yes.
I really like they does it. So it's like the palms are red and it has like an overall flow. And it's a cleaner spider, but it's still spray paint. It still has like some ooze of paint.
Do you think we'll still see May's lair in this? Like the backyard thing?
I don't think so. I think I mean if he ever does, it might just be like, I mean, if he has it converted, that'd be kind of interesting.
Because it got me thinking, like, I think a lot of some of the conflict in this movie too would be like, now that he is, coming into his own, he's probably be neglecting some of his, like college and family responsibilities. He's not going to be there that much, and that's, got me into thinking about why he's grounded, like that kind of thing. Like, so it'd be interesting if he has a place to like escape to, kind of hang out.
And what's the world's reception to Miles as a hero?
We don't know.
Years?
Well, I think they were vibing him at the end, but I mean, we got a Jameson. I don't know.
Exactly. Man, I'm just Miles and Gwen, baby.
It's only possibilities.
And again, we didn't talk about yet. Part 3. This is part 2 of part 3. There's a part 3 coming out.
Right. This one is called Across Spider-Verse Part 1, which I didn't. Did we know at all that it was going to be like doing?
Not at all, and I was thrilled.
That means for 3 years now they've been working on both of these because
simultaneously
they've been working on simultaneously. Wow. So the optimist in me is hoping we get this movie October 2022 and then October 2023.
I think they confirmed 2023.
Yeah,
they confirmed 2023. So yeah, I think October 2023.
June part
2023 is going to be
Spider-Verse 3 in the same year. Oh damn!
And oh my gosh, and Super Pets. Shit.
Super Pets?
Or no? Or what's the animated movie coming out with Dune?
Yeah. What is that? Fucking.
What is it called?
Well,
Paw Patrol 2,
that's
baby.
Not Super Pets. Paw Patrol. Yeah. Same thing.
Hey man, 2023. I think. So we're getting the Spider-Man 2 game, Cross Spider-Verse Part 2 which is the third movie. And also, I'm pretty sure that's probably when we're gonna get the Spider-Man freshman year series.
Most likely, yeah. Jesus,
I'm eating good.
Yeah.
And
so many sequels.
After that, in 2024, we'll probably get the first movie of the college trilogy.
Or Venom 3, yeah. Venom versus Spider-Man. You never know which comes first.
2023, the new 2019.
And then Mission Impossible 8, baby.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, man. We're living, guys. We're living.
It's about drive. It's about power. It's about running. It's about...
Sure.
It's about family. Fast 10.
Will The Rock come back?
God. There's two more Fast movies.
There's two more.
Is it two more?
Yeah, it's two more.
Oh, is the last one part 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Other movie news. Daredevil was confirmed by Feige. Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox.
I'm glad he just came out and said this because he's just like...
Okay, so...
It basically just confirms, obviously,
the interview... Something. The interview was great because Feige was like, however he shows up, wherever he shows up, and then Amy Pascal right next to him. Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker. And then it was a completely side thing, but like later somebody asked him, like, what do you think about like stuff like Jamie Foxx posting like 3 Spider-Man on Instagram? And Feige was like, I'm numb to it now. I'm just he didn't even like try to shut it down. He was just like, I'm tired.
Oh man, poor Jamie. I wonder if he got a cut of his pay cut.
Dude,
with NDA.
This whole
poor Jamie, poor Kevin. But
speaking of poor Kevin, let's quickly talk about the Black Panther situation because it's wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that in my show notes. It's just awkward, weird.
It's really
explain the situation.
When did the shutdown become? Is she actually healed and ready to go? And then this whole thing.
No, I think she's seriously injured.
Yeah.
I think she's seriously injured and they had a delay. But it's just also just an addendum.
A looming factor, yeah.
But explain the situation, one of you guys. Because I skimmed it when I was at the grocery store.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not super... But I mean, but I bet the basic thing is just Letitia Wright,
who plays Shuri.
Is not really on the side of having the COVID vaccine. The mandate. Because we don't know enough about it. And you know, she doesn't want to take the risk, even though fucking here we are. I'm fine.
Even though all of her below the line workers are
all her cast members.
Yeah.
I feel like the reports that keep coming out is like she's like the one. And I guess like, yeah, she's made it this far because she's probably like the lead. So it's really tricky here. And it sucks morally in real life, but it also sucks for like the creatives like working on this, because not only have we lost like Chadwick, but also if we're having like issues with like the character for Shuri, then like both fucking children of Wakanda in your story that you're trying to work with both have to be reworked with at the same time for different reasons.
Especially because it actually pisses me off because Chadwick essentially struggled silently through this disease, right?
Yeah.
And then we have this global pandemic, and you would think one of those two things would get through your skull of like, hey, maybe we should prioritize, we should prioritize our health. We should do this movie right. We should make sure that we can take every step to be happy and healthy and move forward in his honor. And then like just some bullshit like this, like, I'm sorry, like
it's ridiculous. And people could be like, "Oh, our tweets are taken out of context," but this keeps happening more and more and more. Like the more and more articles and news sources that are articulating this, it has to be real at this point, and it's ridiculous. Like this is a mandate; you have to follow the mandate. Now, the article did say like Black Panther 2 was already in production before Marvel had the new mandate where you had to get the vaccine to start, which is why they're having complications now. But it's still,
that being said, too,
it's
interesting, like, because I was trying to figure out the timing, because I'm pretty sure her injury was in the first couple weeks of production.
I think so.
And then they shot everything they possibly could without her, and they ran out of stuff to shoot without her. So people were like, "Oh, what if we could? What did they shelve the movie?" I was like,
"They delayed it already."
They delayed it already, and there's a good 3 months, I think, of of shooting.
But
done.
also, like, do they shelve stuff that has like been put so much like time, effort, and money into? Like this,
right? Like it's as
No.
my perspective, it's much too far along to shelve something where you've probably shot stuff with Lupita, with all your other principal cast members. You can't just
deny and everybody.
Yeah, there's 100%. They're not shelving this movie or her character. I think she's going to be in the movie. Now, the main article did say like the crux of this conversation is that Letitia might not want to return to the MCU.
Yeah.
Post Black Panther 2, I guess. And people are saying she can be removed from this movie. I think there's a 0% chance of happening. There's no way she's gone.
Right, because I mean, it's so insane because the character of Shuri is like at this rate so integral, especially if they are just going to completely like remove the character of T'Challa moving forward. Then like it's the future of like the kingdom and like the heir and stuff. Like that's a big factor. And to like lose that like that key thing, it makes it like even more tricky to like even like attempt to write. I don't even know like how director's name
Ryan
Coogler like how he's even like I don't even know how he was able to like fucking like switch it around to get them to do what they have now, and then now this issue is arising and it's just making it worse.
Yeah, man. I was already still shell shocked when how fast this movie went in production.
Yeah,
fast.
When he passed, I was just shocked it was even shooting it this year.
Oh, at all.
Okay.
At all, because to me it was like I thought they were going to take way more time to reconvene on the story, because I don't even know how you obviously you probably spent 2 years writing.
Well, I mean,
Black Panther 2 with Chadwick, obviously, like.
Yeah, and I mean I can see them doing a turnaround if like, especially if it's probably being billed as like such a big love letter to Chadwick himself. They're probably just like flowing so much emotion at the time, like to paper, that they were able to.
I think it was. I don't think it was too fast because Chadwick died in August of 2020, and then the movie goes into production
less than a year later. I think
this summer. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was a couple of months turnaround, but I think if you have the blueprint already there, it's quicker. It wasn't like from zero.
No, I mean obviously they have the sets and everything.
But yeah, just morally, it just sickens me that this has to like be a thing in the first place. Like it's crazy, and you're in the most popular, most profitable, most recognizable franchise in the world right now, no question.
You're having a multi-million-dollar check.
You're having.
I'm pretty sure it's like one of the highest standalones that they've made.
Yeah, and when I tell you, Black Panther is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time, top 10 easily. I love Black Panther so much. Like it's ingrained in my mind. I love that movie.
Yeah, like the movie not only is so great, but like going with like the audiences, like it was just like such a special energy with people.
Yeah, what it did for the culture is incredible. And the fact that in this sequel was my most anticipated Marvel project ever. Like I was super excited. Of course, the unfortunate reality with Chadwick's death is just awful.
Well, even then, obviously, they know what he would say. Like all of Chadwick's interviews always talk about the mantle of Black Panther and
what it means to the audience,
what it means, and what it means for kids to look up to that. All of his interviews talk about that same thing, that core. And so it's a no-brainer, just move forward and do this thing. And it's just frustrating when dumb shit like this.
And the people that looked up to Shuri as a character, she was so inspirational in that first movie. It's like super genius Black woman. Like, come on, like so incredible. And
it gets so tricky because I know like a couple of us were talking in the group chat about the idea of like recasting Shuri.
It has to be done after this movie.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like, well, the thing is, like, when it comes to like the recasting of like the MCU, like whenever it has happened, it's been off of like after one film. Like Shuri's been in like 3 now, give or take. Endgame was
4,
small, but like, 4 with this one. It's like, it's so like she's pretty synonymous with like the characters that I don't know if it'd be like as jarring. I mean, I know it's like when there's like this much selfishness happening behind the scenes, like the whole idea of this doesn't really matter. But like when you are like going in the context of like the art moving forward, it is kind of tricky.
But black people have been going through this with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they changed Aunt Viv.
Oh, damn it!
Aunt Viv changed in.
They addressed it in the movie. They pulled a fucking fucking well, they did that with fucking Rhodey. It was like, it's me, I'm
Rhodey.
here.
Yeah.
You just roll with it as an audience. I wouldn't mind.
But so late, I don't.
Oh
Yeah. Oh.
Shit.
Wow. That was amazing.
It's you who's out,
just roll
Gobby.
with it.
Just roll with it.
It's you who's
Just
out,
roll.
Gobby.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Moon.
That
Classic moment. 135.
the moon really
Oh.
good. I thought hanging. I
It was. Moon just knocked it down.
didn't get propped. Oh my god.
Nice. That's nice.
Well.
God.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
it's just crazy. The press for this movie is going to be beyond awful. I don't know how they're going to continue moving forward. Again, I still think she's going to be in this movie, regardless of what she says right now. It's just too
What
late.
if she straight up doesn't come back though? Like she's just like, I'm not coming back.
Just gotta pay some kind of.
That would break
contract
the
fee, I'm
internet.
sure.
That would break the internet. She said they're not coming back. That would be awful, disrespectful craziness. They would just have to scrap the movie at that point, right? I don't know.
She's
There's
only
so
shot
much.
a couple weeks of footage.
There's so much writing on it. I think it was at least 2 months, right?
I don't know.
think
I'm gonna
it
go
was 2
back and
months.
look because I think it was quicker than you guys think it was.
I don't know. This and Captain Marvel 2 got started around the same time, and Captain Marvel's like nearly finished with their sequel.
Yeah.
And that comes out in 2023 at this point. So
February though.
It's so wild. I think there was also like a Wakanda show set to come out too.
which we thought was going to be, yeah.
Which he's
Well,
still
I think
working on, I think.
Dora Milaje.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Denai Guerrero's like focused show.
Yeah, you don't really need Shuri in that one, but it would help. Jesus Christ, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Where's Lupita?
Yeah, Lupita should be headlining this movie.
Right there.
For sure.
She should be headlining this movie 100%. Lupita, and you have Daniel Kaluuya. Like, come on.
Oh my God, you're right.
Lupita,
Two of the
Daniel
best
Kaluuya,
actors in the entire fucking
Denai
world.
Guerrero as
Winston
a great
Duke's
supporting
really
actress.
good.
Winston Duke? Come on. It's not that hard. And then I said, bring the fuck back Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Yeah.
Jordan.
At this point-
he's dead. Like,
At this
bring him
point,
back to
Ancestral
life.
Angela
Plane.
Bassett's great.
Right, Ancestral Plane, do some bullshit. If you're an audience, nobody would care.
Meanwhile, in another universe,
right? Nobody gives a fuck.
Dude,
if-
every other person's like, everybody's like, half the people are just like, he's hot. Like, let's go. I don't care. I'm
I
bored.
can already see Feige's like going over to like the Multiverse of Madness reshoots right now, and he's just like, listen, pencil this in. We need something.
Michael B. Jordan, if they again, I think
Pull him from What If? I don't care.
Lupita's the obvious choice for number one. Darren Kaluuya's
Yeah.
there too. I don't see Daniel as a lead. Well, maybe he could be, but either way, I was like, Michael B. Jordan could come in and just steal the show, not as a villain, but as an anti-hero who becomes Black Panther. Like,
Yeah,
come
which makes
on,
For the right
such an
reasons.
interesting arc.
for the right reasons,
Right? Yeah. Hold on. Not the white reason.
not the white reasons. I don't know.
No.
I can't talk right now.
We could not make that up.
No, man.
This show.
This show.
The poster fell off the fucking wall, dude.
I'm
But
telling you,
come
a
on.
crumbled up piece of paper of a podcast.
Imagine a like revived Michael B. Jordan understanding his mistakes, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could do Lupita, like kind of being ambivalent to the whole thing, have them
Yeah.
kind of clash, blah, blah, blah. Like,
And then don't forget the antagonist of this movie is supposed to be freaking the first mutant in Namor.
Oh,
Namor,
Like-
which I don't even know how this story's going to go with that.
There's
That's-
Namor, there's Ironheart in this
I'm
shit.
pretty sure it
What's
was
going
going to be
on?
like a war of like
Holy
kingdoms at that
shit.
point, and then with like the technological advancement, which I'm sure he was gonna shine.
Right.
So, shit.
Putting Wakanda into the spotlight,
This is
blah,
gonna
blah,
suck.
blah.
Is this a
Yeah,
West Side
like-
Story situation now? Fuck.
Motherfuckers showing up on some late night show, and they're like, it's just like, we ask Ansel Elgort questions. Grill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Oh,
Yeah,
yikes.
It's tricky. I don't know what one does.
Black
if
Panther
I-
2, November 2022.
If I was really like, goddamn, I've always been like a person to champion like not having the character pass if the actor passed,
Right.
because it seems like we've done that for everybody except Paul Walker. But goddamn, if I like were to, I feel like in like regards to like getting Michael B. Jordan back, like maybe like set up a thing where if you like use like pull like a Princess Leia type thing, not like for a long term, but like do a thing where like get enough like footage and like, you know, dub voice for like the mask of Black Panther stuff for enough to like maybe do like a plot to like have like a life trading of T'Challa and Eric Killmonger to like swap places to, you know, for like another chance, because, you know, for the right reasons. They like T'Challa wanted to help him at the end of the movie, but, you know, chose to. I don't know. I don't even know how you like go about setting it up. It's all a trick. It's really messy, and I'm hoping for the best for everybody.
Look,
like
me too.
And that's just like, I feel like there's so much of this is like, I never want to write somebody off right away of like, oh, Letitia Wright, horrible person.
No. We gave her chances.
Like, oh my god,
Even now, like if she came out like, look, guys, I was fucking selfish. Like I really like if she came out now, I'd be like, good, get your head in the game. At this point, like I'm there. Point, let's do this. But like,
I agree.
To that point, she has shut down her social medias, so I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Dang.
I went looking. I was like, where'd they go? They're gone.
That's man.
When that paycheck comes through, her lawyer is gonna be like, shut the heck up.
Fly on the wall. I would. All these little situations, I want to be a fly on the wall.
Me too, dude. Man, just working the Marvel office, I'll be a janitor. I'll be the mailman in there. I mean,
you just start hearing in the editing room, just like, no more smash zooms, Raimi. You fucking idiot.
Raimi Cam, let's go. That's another topic. No.
But yeah, let's move on here. Ant-Man 3, apparently there's a lot of rumored cameos. This week alone, there's a MODOK rumor and there's a Kate Bishop rumor in Ant-Man 3. Two things. Yeah.
Real quick, it was an interesting one because apparently MODOK would be played by Corey Stoll, who played Yellow Jacket in the first Ant-Man movie. So maybe he goes through a quantum realm mutation to become MODOK, which would be interesting.
It would be super goofy to see Corey Stoll as MODOK.
Big stretch face.
Because I think of Corey Stoll as a very, like, he plays the same character, not the same character, but
well,
he plays
maybe
that kind of guy that he plays in Ant-Man 1. He's a very straight-laced villain. MODOK's such a corny person. I think of, like, I don't know, Sylvester Stallone in Spy Kids 3. Like,
sure.
Like, I can't picture Corey Stoll being MODOK.
I think there has been some comic issues where MODOK has actually been like oh fuck, but
like threatening.
Yeah, some threatening. And
he has such a joke sometimes, like in the shows and everything.
For sure, and even like with like the show they did on Hulu, like it's very like adult, like Robot Chicken-esque, like humor based. But you know, he's supposed to be like one of the most brilliant minds, like leader of AIM and stuff, and I think it's something you could definitely do. In terms of pulling it off, I don't think they're gonna be like fucking stretch out Corey Stoll's face. I think they'll probably do like a special design that they'll do like mocap for him in the voice. Yeah. But it is like a really like intense design, because even when they did Zola, it wasn't until What If that we actually got like robot body Zola. Like in like they were just like, yeah, he's a thing on a computer. They were never gonna do the fucking like stomach screen thing.
So do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think this rumor's legit? What do you think?
What if it is the character? I guess I don't know. Like I've seen this.
Well, that's the floating head. He's a leader of this group called AIM.
Big head with like little stubby arms and.
I know. I've seen the design before, and he reminds me of a Mighty Beans little.
You are not wrong. There have been Marvel Mighty Beans, by the way, and he was definitely one of them.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking. Literally, I'm probably thinking of like the Mighty Beans collection I had. Just like little.
That is the stigma we gotta get over.
He's a group of this bad organization called AIM, and they're just like an anti-shield kind of people.
It is kind of tricky because like I haven't like dove in too much into MODOK stuff. I'm in a similar situation when like we were leading up to Kang. I was like, I'm not super deep into Kang, but then I watched the fucking breakdown videos.
Would it make sense with like this cosmic and quantum realm stuff?
No, he's not a cosmic character at all.
Okay,
but I don't know.
Well,
I can see him being in a goofy movie like Ant-Man 3.
I mean, everything they stuff. I can see him being like an entity that was warped by the quantum realm and then like assembled like to like survive this weird contraption, because it's a really fucking weird contraption that he is.
But Kang's still gonna be the main villain in this movie, I presume, right?
Yeah, he's on the set crew jacket thing. It's like a broken Ant-Man helmet. It looks dope.
I would assume Kang is still the big guy in town.
I think the thing we were like saying is like we're probably gonna start with human Jonathan Majors Kang, like the Nathaniel Richards of like the 23rd century or something, and
22nd century, man.
Yeah, but because it's the quantum realm, which we establish is a flow of time travel that we can access, so totally possible, and it will probably be like the big thing that Kang has to tap into to spread to many Kangs.
Yeah,
dang.
Time and everything. Yeah, if people do get confused between like the Sylvie multiverse of it all and the time, I think it's more so the time verse with Kang, more so than the multiverse.
Yeah, Kang. It's hopping to said timelines. It's
different timelines instead of different multiverse, which I think could confuse some people. But it's like, yeah, because people got confused with the whole Sylvie and No Way Home situation. It's like it's two completely different things, but in a way. But
that make branches from Endgame.
Yeah, like the multiverse wasn't just like cracked open a couple months ago, and like the multiverse has always been there. Like Kang is saying, it's just like the multiverse that he was doing was multiverses in which he was super evil. Like he negated all the multiverse situations where things got crazy with his character specifically.
Well, I think it is a thing where the whole thing with the TVA was like to keep it like conform to a singular flow of time, that they were clipping the branches, and then what all these branches popped out different points of time, making other different points in time. That's why it looks like such a cluster now, and that's how we get
but there was still always like a different multiverse. They weren't clipping every multiverse in existence.
Sure, it's like the whole construct of time itself is difficult because like you can't really lock onto a beginning and ending of it. It's like it's a loop. So it's like it's all at the same time, and it's when we're choosing to view it as the viewer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because like those Spider-Verse things, like Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire, those things exist. Like there are separate universes already.
Yeah, that's
just
it's.
But anyways,
again, we met. Like he told us the story of like probably the origin. We're gonna go. Again, Kang is outside of space time, so like while we can see that now, we're going back, but also forward.
Sorry, I'm literally a new Matrix Resurrection clip just dropped mid sentence.
Oh,
wow. I'll wait.
I'm getting distracted. I'm not gonna watch it. I just wanted to retweet it.
Is there a cat deja vu?
No, it's a Jessica Henwick scene.
Oh, cool. But also rumored for Ant-Man 3 is more Young Avengers stuff. So we've seen Young Avengers building up for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Is this the Avengers level threat? Which was they said that in the Hawkeye episode. Like Vera Farmiga said that, an Avengers level threat. I was like, meme.
But the rumor right now is that Kate Bishop's next appearance will be in Ant-Man 3.
Everybody and their mother's gonna be in Ant-Man 3.
Yo, Pim Arrow, set up. I guess
we set it up.
Yo, can you build me? Look, fucking Stark Industries won't get back to my calls. Can you make me some trick arrows, Ant-Man? And Scott's like, sure. And
shows up.
That'd be amazing.
Hank's like, shut the fuck up.
I want more than Avengers. I can't. I want more Kate Bishop. I love the character already. Only 4 episodes now.
Do we do a Hawkeye character? I know you said last time you wanted a Hawkeye season 2. Do you think that's gonna happen still after
the mantle pass?
I think so. I'm gonna keep my faith in that there will be a Hawkeye series with just her. I don't know. I hope so at least. Because I want more Haley Steinfeld and Kate Bishop. But in Young Avengers, it's so hard because I want Yelena and Kate to be like in the same team, but Yelena seems to be going to this dark team with Val rather than a Young Avengers thing. I think
by the end of Hawkeye, we're breaking away from that.
I hope so. Because either way, if she's working with Val, she'll be working with
we're ever gonna see off-brand Steve Rogers again.
Exactly. I think that's what I'm about to say. I think Val's team could be Yelena and bad Steve Rogers guy. I forget his name right now.
We'll just call him U.S. Agent.
U.S. Agent, yeah, sure.
Why Russell? What the fuck is his real name anyway?
Yeah.
His real name. But what is the Dark Avengers like solely going through nefarious purposes on their missions, or are they just like more?
I have no idea.
I think more so Suicide Squad-ish. Not nefarious, but just like we'll do things other people can't.
Because it's funny because it feels like we had like that small breakthrough with U.S. Agent at the end of just like, all right, I'll do the right thing, and I'll like fucking shut up and listen for once. And then
he joins the evil crew.
He does join the evil crew. I mean, we're dubbing it evil because we didn't like him. But yeah, it's
and Val
weird.
is sketchy.
Val is very sketchy. I mean, she's literally like, kill Hawkeye. Fuck it. Why?
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, but I hope Yelena joins Young Avengers, even though like she's 27. So Young Avengers.
It's pretty young. I mean, Tony's
sure.
50. But
yeah, good point.
Bruce 50. Cap is like 30s. I don't know how they did this.
Over 100 years old.
Yes, and I mean like actor wise.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Young Avengers because I know we want to get Wiccan and Speed back. We have Miss Marvel around. We got a roster.
We got a roster. We got a team. We have the technology.
Peter Parker. The next Iron Man.
Just put Tom in everything. Tom's like, please give me a break.
I'm once again going back to the defense of like not literally Iron Man himself, but just like a mentor. Later, college, graduation. Parker Industries, is that you?
God damn it.
Hey, okay, well on that point though, Reed Superior Spider-Man's pretty great.
Is there actually a Parker Industries?
It is because it is and it's like thrived through when Doc Ock takes over Peter's body and Peter dies in Ock's body, but a fragment of him is still in his mind.
Right, you told me all about this.
I never liked it.
It's dope. You know, like it, the Goblin War.
Not a huge fan of Superior Spider-Man.
I used to not be in that. Paid attention.
You reread it?
Yeah, I was like, because when I was going there, I was like, why is he on good terms with Jameson? All this shit.
Like I was reading it as it happened, like on a monthly basis, and it was just maybe that was the pacing. It just I don't know.
Maybe there's like 3 issues of 2099, aren't there? I'm pretty sure I own
3 runs. You mean?
No, like a 3-part issue in between Superior Spider-Man. 2099 is in it.
I don't think so.
I own them.
Then you're right. Yeah,
I'll try to go grab my fucking collection.
Comic book collection. But anyways, other news. Official news. Dustin Daniel Cretton, Shang-Chi director, is back. He got a deal. He got that new contract
for the sequel
flopped so hard they got
and Disney Plus show, and its production company is already making this other Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's like an Asian
unrelated Marvel. It's not Marvel. It's a something.
I think it's like an Asian show.
Yeah, a comedy.
Asian comedy, which seems really cool.
Which is cool. I imagine the series itself is going to be the 10 Rings. Will return. So. Carson Scoop.
Which is, I think the 10 Rings show is it. But then Variety said like sources don't know the plot, but it is a comedy.
Yeah, so maybe
and I'm like 10 Rings isn't a comedy.
Yeah, it seemed maybe it was misattributed to.
I hope so.
The other show instead of the 10 Rings show.
Because 10 Rings just makes the most sense as a TV show. Bring back his sister. Give me 6 episodes of 10 Rings doing covert shit across the world. Come on. Give me more Coliseum battles.
Does Shang-Chi count for Young Avengers?
Not at all.
No,
he's the Avenger. He's in the Avengers.
So we're gonna have separate teams of Avengers and Young Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point,
right? Yeah.
Cool. How are we moving forward? Like, is there a Young Avengers movie? Is it all together?
Remember, I thought we wanted a series. We wanted a Young Avengers series, and then
that was a pitch we had, but I don't know. I don't know if they would do that though. Because
I thought you got. I was like, "Are we gonna get a movie?" And you guys, no, we would do a series. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I was high on the supply too, but like now I'm like I'm having post crossover clarity, and I'm thinking, hey, yeah, you heard me, and I'm pretty sure they want to like, the title Avenger, big screen, got to make that box office. I don't know.
I'm lost. Let's.
Anyways, Shang-Chi 2. Shang-Chi 2. I'm super stoked. This is now my most.
What does he do first? Do you think they they prioritize the show in
they
between
didn't
them, or is he going right into the sequel?
I didn't go right into the sequel.
Both.
2024.
I think maybe start development on the show, then head into the movie and have a like.
Well, who knows?
together
He might not.
release.
He might just be the main producer,
Probably.
and they'll probably get
a show.
He'll probably direct the pilot and something
6
like that.
episodes probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like the usual.
6 is so good. I like the 6.
But Hawkeye's almost over.
I know it sucks.
How dare they give us 2 at once?
That killed me.
Damn Boba Fett.
Boba Fett's how many episodes? 7?
7, I think. Yeah.
Blasphemy. Why? How does he get 7?
Star Wars.
Stands of Tatooine. Tatooine.
Return to Tatooine. Wasn't that a recent promo? Return.
It was.
Fuck.
Was it?
Yeah.
It literally was.
I did not watch it.
Maybe it's a Return of the Jedi play, but I'm like, motherfucker, 42 years I've been on this desert.
But yeah, Shang-Chi 2 was super exciting. The lingering question after the end of Shang-Chi was the history behind those 10 rings. They kept giving off this signal to a mythological being, presumably, or quantum.
Well, yeah, okay. If they're going to do that, I think that's going to be tackled in the movie, whereas like the show is the organization.
Yeah, show is
yeah.
I'm talking about the show or the movie. Right. What they're going to do next. What's happened with the relationship between Shang-Chi and Awkwafina's character.
Katie.
What?
Katie,
yes. What's up with her? What's up with his sister? Now in charge of the 10 Ring organization. I'm just super excited. I love Shang-Chi.
Another dragon?
I want to see what's the next villain gonna be. I have no idea what the lore
Oh fuck.
is. Like,
well,
there's probably
shit.
so much shit.
Yeah.
Well, shit. As soon as I said dragon, fucking maybe Fing Fang Foom.
I don't want him fighting a dragon though for a movie. I mean, we just had that, yes, but like, I want him fighting a human being, please.
Yeah,
give me some
more martial arts. Absolutely.
Yes, more martial arts. Hire the same people that worked on the first one because the action is just phenomenal.
Yes,
bring back Trevor.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm good on Trevor.
No. Clip it.
You caught me. Yeah, I was like, yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
When he said Trevor, I thought he meant one of the people that worked on like the action. He said, yeah, never mind.
Wait, who is Trevor? The
Slattery, Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley.
Oh, the Iron Man guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little fluff ball.
Do they bring back Wen Wu? Any flashbacks with Wen Wu?
That would be cool.
That would be great. I would love it. Maybe not.
Can we resurrect the mom? She's so good.
But we do have the aunt though.
Yeah, she's
great. She's great. I thought you were saying like we have Ant-Man. We have Quantum in the realm.
No.
we can
how we have to clarify that.
Yeah.
Oh
or
god.
Any mutants showing up in Shang-Chi too.
I don't know.
Never know. Man, so exciting. But yeah, Shang-Chi 2 probably my most anticipated sequel now. I'm trying to think. There's Thor 2 or Thor 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the briefest news, Michael Giacchino will be scoring Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah. Michael
the man who doesn't sleep.
Oh,
pairs up with the man who doesn't sleep.
Who's that? Oh, Taika.
Taika Waititi and his 17 in development projects and
I'm such a dumbass. I was thinking The Man Without Fear. I thought you meant Daredevil for Spider-Man.
No.
All right, I gotta fucking go.
Does Taika have more movies in development than the Deadpool 2 director? What's his name?
Yeah, I think so. The David Leitch. I think they're like in the running for the most shit in
every action comedy. David Leitch. It's like, oh, jeez.
You know what? I'm proud of that dude. Going from all the way from the Matrix, like stunts, right? The stunt department, and now
is that Chad Stahelski?
Isn't it both of them? I don't know.
I think Chad maybe worked on the sequel, the Deadpool 2.
See, I'm mixing them up.
Okay.
Don't take anything I
Where's
said.
Gareth?
And then
beyond the one project.
This isn't necessarily Star Wars news, unless you guys have something else to say about Shang-Chi.
Moonfall. No.
But Falcon and Winter Soldier director Kari Skoglund is directing Cleopatra now. Patty Jenkins is out.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me just say, like, people are like, "Oh, Rogue Squadron is back." Like, I wish I was that optimist, but guys,
I don't think it ever left though. Do you?
I think it's done.
You think it's done?
Yes.
Where's
Wow.
Hyperspace?
We'll talk about it then. But I don't think Rogue Squadron is done. I don't think it's. I don't think.
All right,
so.
2025. Let me eat my words, but
is Taika's movie coming first then?
We don't know what's coming.
We don't know what the fuck is up with Star Wars.
What's a movie?
Well, yeah, what's the Star Wars movie again?
I missed the crawl. I missed the crawl. I want to read. Eternals pulled a fucking Blade Runner fucking crawl, and I was like, let's go, biblical banger. But yeah,
Nathan's like, I love reading in my movies.
Isn't that what you want from me from anime?
Nathan's like, yes. I will not read in any other context, but if it's in the beginning of a movie, I will eat that shit up like it's chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, dude, man, play like 5 paragraphs. I'm like, yeah. Oh. Bold text and red at the end, like.
But I think Patty's still doing Rogue Squadron. It's gonna take some time.
But when?
I don't know. I'm optimistic. I want Star Wars movies again. I'm tired, guys.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah, in early development. We'll get that in 2025 too.
Well, it sounds like she's doing. Oh, here's the other ruffle in this story, though.
Ruffalo? Yeah.
That's a ruffalo.
Okay. The Variety reporter or Deadline reporter Justin Kroll or whatever, he quoted his own story and said that this means that she's focusing on Wonder Woman 3 most likely.
Why?
But here's the ruffle.
Ruffalo
is that movie cannot go shoot next year because Gal is booked the entire year.
Doing what?
Red Notice 2,
Snow White, and
Red Notice 2 and 3,
and this Cleopatra movie, and something else.
They already did Death on the Nile, right?
There's a third one that I'm missing. She's in some other action movie or something.
Fast Furious?
I'm pretty sure she's got 3 movies shooting next year.
Okay. Either way,
would you watch Gazelle back in Fast Furious 10?
No,
please.
I'm down.
She was terrible.
Justice for Han and Gazelle.
She was terrible in those movies.
So Han was in love.
Sure.
If Wonder Woman can't even shoot until 2023, if Wonder Woman can't even shoot till 2023, and she's still working on Rogue Squadron, but it can't shoot in 2022, that's where I get confused because I'm like, if you can't even shoot your Wonder Woman movie, go shoot your Star Wars movie. And obviously,
is your poster moving over there?
Yeah, I just have it leaned up against.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay. Oh, that was scary. I was like, is Kelly there or something?
No.
Who's out of frame, Gabi?
What was I saying? I don't think Rogue Squadron's dead all of 2022, right? Like they could fix up their differences by summer 2022 or fall 2022, right?
Y'all are just
have a meeting, Kathy.
Y'all are just spouting out future years. Those aren't real years.
Listen, it just doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it either.
They announced this big thing. We have an entire year of script writing and pre-production, and then I got a scheduling issue.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm just trying to be optimistic.
And then she's like, "Oh, this is why this makes sense because she had a scheduling issue, and then the scheduling issue fell out."
Oh man, yeah, it's awkward. Anyways, Cleopatra is still happening. New director, Falcon and Winter Soldier director. I think she's a decent choice. Yeah, good for her.
When the fuck was Captain America 4 supposed to come out?
No release date. We just presumed.
You can assume 2024.
2024.
All the unreleased movies, undated movies, I say 2024. Like
July 4th, 20.
Blade, Shang-Chi.
Blade's coming 2023, no doubt.
You think? So? What did we say was 2023? Guardians, Ant-Man. That's 2 confirmed.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 more release dates in 2023 or 1? How many movies are they doing in 2023?
Wait, is Ant-Man 2022 or 2023?
3.
Didn't they just complete production?
Yeah.
I said
what?
I jokingly said July 4th, 2024 for like the cadence of like the release date sound, and it's actually like a Thursday night, so it could be an opener. Let's go.
2022 is already 2022 is Thor, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther. There's 3.
Okay.
When's the Marvels?
February 2020.
That's right. February 2023. And then
so far away.
Did we already say Black Panther?
Yeah, that's November
2022. Then the Marvels in February, and then in May would be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
July would be Ant-Man.
Which
already finished.
And Blade, we're presuming, is October.
October 2023.
Okay. So in 2024, I think it's going to be Fantastic Four.
Gotta get it. Need it.
You have to.
You have to.
That logo's gotta. Spider-Man College Trilogy or the Venom whatever.
Probably Venom 3 then.
Venom. What am I even talking about? It's mixing the universes now.
Well, Sony did that themselves.
What were we just talking about that we were trying to figure out?
Another universe. No, I'm sorry. The release date of fucking what movie were we talking about?
Captain America 4. There it is.
Oh wait, we weren't talking about that. Were we talking about fucking Patty Jenkins?
Yeah, and your ass said, "When's Captain America 4 coming out?"
I didn't think we were gonna stick on it. I was just passing by. I'm just an ambulance siren in Evan's background. Don't take me
Michael
serious.
Bay. You know what? I'm gonna see that movie in theaters. It looks so Michael Bay.
I'm totally seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, Captain America 4 is going to be.
I just looked it up. So 2023, yeah, like we talked about, is already
the Marvels,
Ant-Man, and Guardians. 3 confirmed. But then
there's an untitled Marvel release date.
Marvel has 1 unassigned MCU release date left in 2023. And that is November 3rd, 2023.
Okay, Blade.
Hi, Ben.
That's most likely. Oh, that's Ben? I didn't look.
Yeah, Ben's here.
Ben! Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm not actually a Golden Gopher. I just grew up in Minnesota, so I just have random sweatshirts.
What's a Golden Gopher?
The University of Minnesota. That's their mascot.
Are you from Minnesota, Ben?
That'd be totally funny.
Do we know?
We'll see you in 30 seconds.
The glitch in the Matrix. Reaction.
Ben's just like, I'm from Canada. But
Canada.
November 5th is probably gonna be Blade. Or 3rd is gonna be Blade.
Yeah.
And then that means 2024 will then be Cap, Fantastic Four, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Maybe. Is Deadpool 3 still a thing?
Sure. Oh, and Shang-Chi too.
Yeah.
And Shang-Chi too. Yeah. So there we go. Wisconsin. Ben's from Wisconsin. Which is a decent state. It's fine.
You get a pass this time.
They got cheese.
Never been there.
I don't like cheese, but
last but not least.
You don't like cheese? Oh, I remember this whole.
I really cannot handle this trauma right now.
Last but not least, or 2 casting news. Colin Firth, or no, the other Colin. Farrell.
Farrell.
Is it?
Officially joins the Penguin show, which we talked about a couple weeks ago or months ago. So now there's
the GCPD show and
the Penguin show.
I didn't even know those were separate things.
Yeah,
I had to read the article to figure that out because I just assumed they were in the.
So there was not in this podcast.
So they were going for a Penguin show, and we didn't know if the Penguin actor was going to be a part of it.
We talked about it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was never confirmed.
He
by
never
the press.
signed on. Yeah,
okay,
exactly. It was just like, we presume this guy, Penguin, is going to be in it.
Oh, I sure hope that there, Penguin. God.
I'm excited. Anything that this Matt Reeves universe is touching, I'm pretty much on board and excited for.
Everything the light touches.
Yeah. I saw a little bit of snarkiness from Twitter being like, it would be nice if the movie could come out before you could announce other things. I'm like, you know what? This gets a pass from me. I don't care.
Why do we care? We know he's not going to be in the movie much.
So,
or at least we thought we do.
Yeah, I mean, Riddler's the main villain. So,
yeah. And then other casting news, more exciting casting news in my opinion. Nick Offerman is now Bill.
A character I actually know who it is.
Hell yeah! First fucking hour.
First fucking mission. Episode 2. Let's go.
You want to know how to make a fucking nail bomb?
Chapter 3, actually.
I'm sorry. I've offended.
Yeah, you have. You don't know your chapter numbers? Chapter 3.
I only know Seattle Day 1.
Billstown. Oh, no. Billstown. And that's exciting. Unfortunately, the other actor had to leave because of scheduling conflicts. I assume they'll bring him back for a different character. There's so many characters in The Last of Us that you can just create a new character. Hell.
And this, the other news was that they're 6 months into filming.
Out of 6. That's crazy.
Out of
12. I mean.
Out of 12.
So there's 6 months to go.
Which
wow.
Which just got me thinking about Pedro's schedule. Do you think Mando season 3 is gonna be a lot more stunt heavy with
Mando season 3 all about Luke Skywalker? No.
Because that's crazy. Because Mando season 3 is filming now, right? That was confirmed?
I guess we talked about that. Yeah.
By our boy
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah. I think they said Gina Carano's coming back to reprise. No, I'm kidding. Carl Weathers. Yeah.
I thought she was like definitely fine.
Her and if Letitia doesn't come back, her and Gina can do a movie together.
With Ben Shapiro, right?
Ew.
Ew.
Anyways, Nick Offerman doing Bill is a great casting, man. It's perfect casting. I think he fits that.
I didn't know
nicely.
I didn't know Bill was cast already. So when I heard Nick Offerman floating around, I was like, probably Bill.
You know what show Nick Offerman is so good in?
Parks and
Recreation.
No, it's like a serious role.
Hey now,
you're an all-star.
It was that director that did Annihilation and Ex Machina, Alex Garland's show on Hulu.
Oh,
it was called
AI shit.
Nice.
Yeah, shit.
It's the iRobot pitch.
What is it called?
Well, you want to do this? What is it?
Devs.
I wanted to watch that. Is it
good? Nick Offerman's so good in that.
Did you finish it, Carson?
No, but it was good.
I know you didn't finish it, motherfucker.
It was so good. I only watched 3 episodes. You know why? Because it was heavy. Like shit was getting like.
Weak.
The husband disappears and they cover
don't tell me
up.
the plot.
Hey Ben, I don't remember what happened at 16 minutes in, but there was like a great thing.
My poster just fell off the wall. So.
Yeah, man, this has been the wild 60th anniversary episode.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious.
Every time I get a text, I get scared because I live alone.
Carson doesn't finish jack. If I were a brain Carson, I would have like OCD of not finishing shows. You forget plot points.
This was like
that's my worry, and I always have to like restart it.
Right? This was like April or May 2020, where the world was like literal fog, and I was trying to do college, and I probably was just putting this on, and then I just couldn't finish it because I was like busy with something.
Yeah, man, crazy. Earlier this year, I was still in college. That's crazy. Man, time flies when you're having work.
Next viewing assignment for Carson is Winnie the Pooh.
Hold on. Sorry, I never full screen.
You know what? I need to catch.
Is that our next viewing commentary?
Christopher Robin. I would like to see Ewan McGregor.
Christopher Robin is a biblical bank. No, it's not. But it's a.
Have you seen it?
I have. I saw
the Ewan McGregor one or the Donald Gleason one? There's like 2 weird ones that came out.
Isn't that the rabbit? Isn't that Peter Rabbit?
I think wasn't Donald Gleason like the author?
Sure.
I think so. But like, all right, slow down, dial back, hold on, stop laughing. But yeah, no, I saw the one with Ian McGregor and Haley Atwell.
Okay. And without calling Winnie or
that?
That's Christopher Robin. It's on Disney Plus. Go fucking watch it. To that point.
When did this come out?
2018.
The same one as Ewan McGregor's in.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Christopher Robin is the Ewan McGregor.
Christopher Robin.
Uh-huh.
I not only thoroughly enjoyed. It's funny because I went in and I was like,
then-
it's been like literally like not since I was like a young lad that I watched anything Winnie the Pooh. So I don't know if I'm going to be emotionally connected. And from the jump,
how does Domhnall Gleeson go to Squid?
Hold on, fuck it. My point is, when I went in right from the jump, it grabbed my heart and didn't let go.
Is he in the movie?
Is Donald Gleeson in the Ewan McGregor movie?
No, he's not.
No, not at all, boy.
What is the other movie called?
There's a 2017 movie.
Why is it 1 year apart?
Is it something with the 100 Acre Woods?
Open license. Anybody can do.
That's right. Okay, and what's it called?
It's called Goodbye, Christopher Robin.
Oh.
And the other one is called Christopher Robin.
See, it got me confused because you went from Rise of the Planet of the Apes to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I get confused.
Who the fuck said that? Hold on.
So when you say goodbye, Christopher Robin first, and then you do the follow up is Christopher Robin.
It's weird, man.
That confused me back. Did anyone have that issue where you
I
saw
do.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes and you're like, Dawn, like this is a prequel movie? Like,
No, apparently it's the continuation.
What's great
Rise
is after
and
you
Dawn?
watch like the Planet of the Apes trilogy and you want to head into the original is just called Planet of the Apes, and it's like, fuck, what do I do? And
Where's my next ape movie? Who's doing that?
are they doing it?
it's
Yeah.
the Maze Runner guy. It's
West Ball?
West Ball, yeah.
Is it like the planet? Is it Planet of the Apes? Like
I don't know. Disney
OG?
fucking owns everything.
I know,
Ask 'em.
but like I would love that to be the next progression.
I would assume
since-
so.
Since the story of Caesar's like wrapped, have him be like that is how it is in the. It's so weird, Carson, like the OG 5 Apes movies, because like you go through it, like the first two are like semi sequels, and then like the last two are like prequel that are like the fucking Rise trilogy of that era, like the Rise of Caesar. It's why I think there's a fucking time travel plot. It's fucking weird. The apes go back to the apes fucking go back to like the fucking normal times, and I think they both die, but like their child is left, and it's like a fucking intelligent ape, and it fucking evolves. It's insane. It's Caesar.
Man.
Oh man.
What a
Goodbye,
wild-
Christopher Robin's release with loud first order. Oh man. There is too much.
All I'm picturing
blending.
is fucking Peter Rabbit, Donald Gleeson just rolling down that hill and fucking barreling.
And I haven't even seen that movie, but anytime anyone ever mentions a Peter Rabbit movie, my brain immediately fills the gap with that man rolling down a hill.
I'm speeding up a little. I'm speeding up quite a lot. I worked opening weekend of that movie.
Oh, fun.
So many kids' food everywhere, and all these fucking like free bunny ears that half of them left because of course they fucking did.
Did the sequel already come out for that movie?
Yeah, way back when I was working there. It was 2 jobs ago. That's how I view time now. I view time in fucking like I was working my first job when Morbius's teaser came out.
Okay, speaking of time, I think our last story of the day is the Christopher Nolan casting.
Oh yeah, there was some. Oh, your boy, my boy.
So we have 3 new cast members who are joining.
Right. So we have
RDJ,
Emily
he's
Blunt, and Cillian Murphy.
He said joining. He said joining.
I'm talking about the people that are already.
We're talking about people that are already in it, Nathan.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So the 3 that are in are Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, RDJ, and now joining is Rami Malek.
Never heard of him.
Don't do this.
Okay, now I'm forgetting the other 2.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. Oh,
Benny Safdie.
And Benny Safdie, who just did. Who's directing and doing like Kenobi and like random. And he was just in. I think he's in Licorice Pizza actually, which none of us have seen, but
Sure.
I haven't seen that.
Does he have Licorice Pizza in that movie?
Does he have? I don't know.
Well, Licorice Pizza isn't it like a reference to like a vinyl.
Sure.
like
Sounds right.
The black licorice of like it's a licorice pizza.
Yeah, it sounds like a retro Hollywood.
Yeah.
Have you guys been
type
seeing the
thing.
TV spot for licorice pizza with like the upbeat announcer voice from like the 70s? Like,
I saw the trailer. Yeah.
that's so good.
But yeah, Florence Pugh joining a Christopher Nolan movie is very exciting. She's an up-and-comer, working with a lot of the great talent. Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, I'm so
Christopher
stoked to see
Nolan.
her in Don't Worry,
Yeah.
Darling, and then that will be in September of 2022, and then presumably July 2023 is when Nolan's movie comes out. So
can I just say real quick? I thought about Carson with this promo for Licorice Pizza. The announcer dude, because I always call Carson out on his letterbox. The announcer dude was like, "If you think all well-reviewed movies have to be sad, well, you haven't seen Licorice Pizza." I was like, "Oh shit, exactly."
Look, you're right.
But I like pain.
Anyway, back to Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, whatever you say. Is it Oppen?
J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Rami Malek's great choice.
This man's gonna be a scientist.
I'm pretty sure it said that Florence is playing a communist.
Oh, spy?
I can't remember what it was.
Black Widow? No, okay.
But
I didn't
sound like a very interesting character.
Okay. Big role?
Yeah, I think so. But also it begs the question, this is like a tame budget for Nolan, right? Like $100 million biopic.
That's why I said, remember,
biopic. And you got to think how much money is going to all these. Oh, isn't Matt Damon in this movie also?
I think so.
Yeah, we said it. Yeah. Matt Damon's playing like the general, I think. Mm-hmm. And then RDJ's playing like one of the generals. And then and then
sorry, you're student 7.
RDJ is playing like one of the
but also
one of the other scientists,
like a lead scientist. But and then of course Emily's the wife.
Yeah.
Florence playing a communist, I guess, spy or antagonist.
I can't remember. There was some relation to it.
If she's a communist, she's actually bad.
Yeah. I should really read this.
But yeah, I talked about this when the Nolan movie was announced. I'm like, this is going to be very interesting for Nolan because a lot of his movies have some kind of unique twist to it. Even the tame one, like Memento, has a cool like reverse storytelling technique to it.
And part of me thinks it's going to be psychological thriller that's more in that style, and then maybe it builds up to this one climactic action thing. You know,
I would love for it to be like a ticking clock. You know, not to like Dunkirk flashback Evan, but have it be like have it be an actual like ticking time clock to like, please, for the love of God, do not turn this into what it can be, which it in history becomes, and get to that point of like the creation of the bomb that Oppenheimer was ultimately ashamed of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of potential, and if anyone's going to make an interesting biopic, it's probably not going to feel like a biopic whatsoever. It's going to be Nolan. So
I agree.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
It's so weird. It's at Universal, man.
If I'm 2023. If I'm thinking in the realms of Dunkirk, I feel like it's like the Darkest Hour side.
Oh, speaking of Universal, Dave Bautista is cast in M. Night Shyamalan's new movie. I can't believe we forgot that in the notes. That's cool. Dave Bautista is taking the coolest roles, man. And
yeah, I agreed. Denis Villeneuve, James Gunn, M. Night, Sam Mendes with the Bond movie. I like.
Yeah, and M. Night put out this cool tweet. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm excited for you to come to Philly. You're taking risky roles. I can't wait to work with you." I'm like, M. Night, I love you.
M. Night's a fucking class act, dude.
Stretching his legs. Very exciting.
And it's called Knock at the Cabin. I think Knock at the Cabin.
Sure, there's a cabin in there somewhere.
Is it a horror? I mean, he's kind of been doing that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I need to watch some.
It's an action comedy.
I mean, everything he does is just either like supernatural or
it's supernatural thriller.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Because that's also 2023. So
2023, guys, cinema.
Oh, and you know what else got me excited? Last thing, Jordan Peele's
Nope
has already wrapped, and we learned that he shot it with Hoytema
Who?
in 65 millimeter. Like the fuck, that's like a huge
That's big, yeah.
For both his movies being like, you know, Get Out being a very inexpensive movie to us was like a $20 million movie, and then I think this movie's.
What previous movies have Hoyt worked on, so the audience knows, Carson?
Hoyt?
Yeah.
I thought I meant Jordan Peele. I was like, really?
Didn't he just do? Yeah, I must say, yeah, he did Interstellar,
Dunkirk, Her. He did
Her,
the 2013 movie.
Nice. No, yeah. I was reconfirming.
I didn't see Ben's tweet or comment about Florence Pugh. She's playing a communist party from the American Communist Party.
Oh,
in a relationship with Trump, so she might not be bad. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Who's playing Oppenheimer? Is RDJ Oppenheimer?
No, we talked about it. It's
Cillian.
Yeah, Cillian.
All right, nice. Hell yeah. Who's RDJ in this?
We said the scientist.
You're right. Look.
Stay awake. It's past 2:20. We got.
Hoyt has done.
I'm not even tired. I'm just like
You're tired.
I'm following the Nolan timeline in this discussion.
Hoyt has done Interstellar, Her, Dunkirk, Tenet, Ad Astra, Spectre, The Fighter, Nope.
You had me at
and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Never seen that.
So, clouds.
Let's wrap this up, baby.
Hey man, I'm so fucking fascinated because I imagine it's gonna be like a fucking like alien type ordeal.
You think so?
I feel like it's gonna be like I feel like it's gonna be like UFO-ish. If it's like there's like a cloud with like a trailing like thing on it.
This guy could be falling.
Oh, let's go Chicken Little. Hey, Jordan Peele's Chicken Little.
Hell yes.
I see.
Was known for inventing.
Fuck.
I hope.
I've seen it before, Ben. It's not my first time.
You know, just sidetrack. Once we see,
different about it.
Once we watch something like Oppenheimer, I hope it turns you guys to finally check out the 1954 cinematic masterpiece, Gojira.
And it tentatively says he's doing Hoyt's doing Oppenheimer, but I don't think that's confirmed. I think they just put that down.
I heard Hans Zimmer's doing Oppenheimer.
Hell yeah. Ludwig was great, but you know, Hans is just
he could bring Ludwig back. You never know.
Yeah, it says it's Letterboxd says Ludwig on here for some reason, but probably just copied and pasted from.
Yeah, I did that myself. Yeah, that's me. Okay, good episode. We never have time for movie reviews these days.
Do we watch any?
I mean, I still haven't talked about King Richard, Tick Boom.
I do want to watch King Richard.
Okay, let's just do next episode. Let's just not do movie news, and we'll just do because we already had to do Spider-Man's next week. So
Spider-Man. Well, I think we should wait. Did you say you're not available Wednesday?
Evan's not. He has Survivor 3 hour. Finale.
Yeah, I have Survivor Wednesday.
Because I was gonna suggest we just like
we're fucked, aren't we?
Knock out.
You said we can do we're doing our Spider-Man review on Sunday.
I didn't say that.
Opening weekend.
I said the weekend's booked, so I said like Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Shit. Yeah. So wait.
I mean,
we're booked Wednesday and Thursday. Friday we're booked. Saturday,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't know.
So, oh man. So we got to do a Matrix commentary. My cup of tea to review Hawkeye episode 5, which might be big.
Ben's talking to the bots.
Oh, don't.
Oh no.
Oh, Ben, leave it be. How about well, okay. Evan, how long does Survivor run to? Like 10 p.m.?
It's a 3-hour show.
I think it's 8 to 11. So Carson's 10 p.m., but our 11.
Damn, because I was suggest like maybe after we can only do Hawkeye.
Let me do Survivor.
We can just
hold on, where's my calendar? Here it is.
Survivor finale length.
We could do our. When are we gonna do our Matrix commentary?
We can do it like Tuesday.
Tuesday before the
So,
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
can-
we do like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or something.
Okay.
Something.
Or
That
you said it
sure.
for next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
No, for
Or I mean,
after
just like,
Spider-Man weekend, like the 19th, 20th, and 21st.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because then I leave. Yeah, I leave Wednesday the 22nd for Minnesota.
Okay. We could just
Yeah.
like. I mean, we don't have to do T the coming week, and we can just like we could do like in early in the week we can do Spidey and Hawkeye, and then later in the week do Matrix, Resurrections.
What do you mean?
I mean,
We'll,
just like
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure
mean-
it out off air.
yeah, fine. Yes, the viewers, the world may never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Survivor's 8 to 11 next week.
Let's go, Ben. Use them mod powers.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, good episode 60, chaotic as hell. Hell yeah. Evan, where can they find you?
I find me wondering how we got to 2 hours and 2.5 hours.
Every time.
It really was just probably rambling and then like interrupting the rambling with like the 7th topic interlaced in the conversation
Within
that
cells
then-
interlinked.
that then looped back all the way to the first topic. And then we realized that we were talking about it before. So we just kept going.
Yeah.
And then
Man.
Ben is
Hawkeye, Spider-Verse would do that to you. Ben would do that to us. I blame Ben. I always blame
Isn't
Ben.
that a movie? Ben is back. Or...
Sure. Yeah. With Lucas Hedges, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not back in.
My brain's like, is Lucas Hedges the one in fucking?
Either way, find me on Twitter, Harris EV9. Survivor finales next week, 8 to 11. I will be watching that. I will be addicted to that. I cannot wait. Also, Young Justice is tomorrow. Everybody should be watching that. Please binge Young
Outsiders?
Justice. Keep it airing. Young Justice. What's it called this season? Phantoms. Young Justice Phantoms. The third season of Young Justice Outsiders. What else? Demon Slayer started last Sunday. Might have cried.
Mugen Train. No. Entertainment District. Sorry.
Might have cried at the first episode. It was 43 minutes. But it takes place, of course. If people know what happened at the end of Mugen Train, then Tanjiro and them are still dealing with what happened, and it's emotional as heck.
Where's my sword?
I get so emotional. It was a great show, great episode. But then we also meet the Sound Hashira, my boy Uzui, and he's a great character. So we'll see more of him in
like the
episode
red
2.
eyes.
Exactly. Mr. Flamboyant, he likes to call himself. Very cool. With 3 wives, we get into that. But also, what else am I watching? I'm replaying Spider-Man on the PS5. That's about it. Yeah, find me on Twitter, Harris EV9, talking about anime, Game Awards stuff, and so on.
Carson, where can they hang up your poster?
Minnesota?
You can, yeah, whatever sweatshirt I'm wearing on the day will be where you can hang the poster. And yeah, I've just been, what have I been doing? I've been watching Attack on Titan, of course. We are gearing up for season 4, part 2, the final countdown.
Ben, do you watch Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I was gonna say because we brought it up a couple times. I haven't seen Ben.
Oh no.
I really thought you had something to add, and then you all.
But really, I've been consumed by Attack on Titan, and I finished the original Cowboy Bebop, which is just excellent series.
The curse of one season remains, apparently.
And I've been reading Spider-Man 2099 comics, really enjoying that development, kind of a different character compared to Peter, like we talked about earlier in the stream when we were focused. Good stuff. But yeah, over on Twitter at the Film Carson, tweeting about random things, complaining about Hawkeye releasing in the middle of the night. And yeah, that's about it. I'm pumped to Matrix and Spider-Man is coming up, and we're going to dive into it all.
And you can catch me on Twitter at _ Nathan Ross, where I am reading Spider-Man 1408. But that is actually like a real thing. Like Neil Gaiman did like a run for Marvel of like Shakespeare era Marvel universe. It's really fucking cool.
Where the fuck do you swing from? I guess trees, but
I don't know. Spidey's got like that fucking like theater stage fucking white collar circle.
No way,
It's
dude.
great.
That's awesome.
It's great. I think he may have popped up in the Spider-Verse event that happened in the comics. But anyway,
fill this out, Nathan.
Yeah. We're all here. I don't really have anything to plug. I never do. Very inactive, honestly. Oh, let's go. What we got?
We see Gavi.
You're too late, Spider-Man. Yeah. Weed has been legalized. He has not.
Too good.
But you're the one getting smoked, Gavi.
Actually, on here it says, "On the contrary, wall crawler."
Let's go. Oof. It's iconic. But yeah, with that being said, that's got 60 episodes of this. I am sorry.
60 more to go, baby.
Let's get through the 40 first. Joby. Anyway, that being said, hope you guys have a great day.